Varitek sliced it foul off to the left, and it evens the count at 1-1.
That fastball from Hudson clocked at 91. That last pitch with a lot of movement on it. That two-seam fastball. Turns it over a little bit. You see the rotation going down and away from Varitek.
Sliced again off to the left, and Varitek down 1-2. Tim Hudson certainly falls into that category. You want to get to him early before he settles into a game, and a golden opportunity here for the Red Sox in the first. Ortiz at third, Ramirez at second, Drew at first, 2 down. A 21 pitch inning here in the first so far for Hudson.
And right now he and McCann having a difficult time getting on the same page for this 2-strike pitch.
The 1-2 pitch. Varitek lines it into right field, a base hit. Towards the corner. Ortiz has scored. Ramirez behind him. Drew from first base will score. To third base goes Varitek. A bases clearing triple. It's 3-0 Boston.
Well, the pitch they finally decided on looked to be a cut fastball, and not a good one. Hung out over the plate. Varitek continues his success against Hudson and clears the bases with 2 outs. That's the first cutter that Hudson's thrown in this ball game today, and Varitek makes him pay for it.
In 9 starts, Hudson had only given up 1 first-inning run. He has given up 3 here in the first to Atlanta native Jason Varitek. Hinske with a count of 1-0 at 182 with a home run, 4 runs batted in. Right side by the Dava Prado. Varitek from third, 4-0 Boston.
Well, the way Hudson's been pitching, this is not something you expected in the first inning of this ball game. It's the fastball to Hinske. He rifles it by Prado to the second baseman. And all this action with 2 outs. The 2-out triple, a drive-in 3. The 2-out base hit by Hinske to give the Red Sox number 4.
As we mentioned earlier, 1-4 here at Fenway Park for Hudson, and home games at 2-2. A lot of that coming as a member of the Oakland Athletics, as Alex Cora about to step in, the 8th man to bat here in the first inning. As I said, you better get to him early, and the Red Sox have for 4 runs so far here in the bottom of the first inning. Cora takes ball 1. Alex hitting at .355 to begin the day. With 2 homers and 12 runs batted in. Over the last 5 games, he is just 2 for his last 14, and had a hit here last night. Turns on it, sending it foul.
That almost clipped Tito down there, sitting in his managerial seat near the dugout.
We're at .352. It's right-handers, and it did get Tito.
It did. Now the bench coach Brad Mills, according to Tito, is supposed to dive in front of that, take it for the manager. Mills will hear about that the rest of the afternoon and on the plane to New York.
Cora doesn't chase, and the count evens up now at 2-2. Red Sox have scored 4 times here in the bottom of the first inning. The 3-run triple for Jason Varitek, an RBI single for Eric Hinske, and just like that, it's 4-0 Boston. Cora chops it foul outside of first. Tim Hudson, in his 9th major league season, has never had a losing season as a professional pitcher. And overall at 124 and 61 with a lifetime mark.
We mentioned Hudson starting to stay second in the National League in ERA with 1.77. Jake Peavy of San Diego is the leader in the National League. He's at 1.64.
Two and 2 to Alex Cora. Popped up foul. Backing out of play into the seats. Play Profile is brought to you by Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network. The 2-2 pitch is grounded softly towards second base. Prado will pick it up and throw out Cora, but the Red Sox sent 8 men to the plate, scored 4 times. 4-0 Boston.
Your flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly, offering snacks for sale for $5. Also available, in-flight magazines for $3. If you'd like to rent a pillow or blanket, that'll be $2. You need to use the restroom? That fee's $4. If you need anything else, feel free to push that call button for a minimum fee of $1.
How far are they gonna go? For 35 years, Southwest Airlines has offered low fares with no strings attached.
You are now free to move about the country.
Meet Michael Johnson, the world's fastest man. Michael holds the world 200 and 400-meter records. When he turns off the lights at night, he's in bed before the room gets dark.
Still got it. Brian, what's up? Hey, Michael, how are you?
Moving this quick can make you hot in a hurry.
Hey, Michael!
As the world's fastest man called for
Coors Light.
Frost Brewed Coors Light. The world's most refreshing beer.
These are from Michael.
Ladies.
Hi, Michael.
Have you driven a Ford Escape, the best-selling compact SUV in America with intelligent 4-wheel drive and great features like power moonroof, premium sound, and no other SUV gives you better mileage. Now for a limited time, lease an Escape 4x4 for just $257 a month or get up to $4,000 cash back on any Escape in stock. Hurry, because when they're gone, they're gone.
Tune in NESN tonight as Catherine Tappan wraps up your sports weekend with Sports Desk Lights Out, presented by FW Webb. Catherine will have a recap of the day in sports with highlights, analysis, and discussion beginning tonight and every Sunday at 11:25 in high definition. The weekend isn't over until it's lights out.
Red Sox on top 4-0. A tough first inning for Tim Hudson as the Red Sox get to him. 4 runs on 4 hits. Kason Gabbard takes the hill here with the lead now in the second inning. Matt Diaz to lead it off for the Atlanta Braves. Diaz, Andrew Jones, and Brian McCann expected here in the inning. Diaz hitting at .326, 3 homers and 7 runs batted in. Left side, Youkilis back at third base today as he throws out Diaz. 1 down. Let's check in with Tina Cervasio.
Kason Gabbard went to spring training to work on his changeup, to throw it in different counts and different situations as he became comfortable with it. It's been effective for him in Pawtucket, and then if you look back at his major league experience last season, add that, he brings some confidence to the mound today.
As far as evaluating pitchers, you got to be careful on a 1-start or 2-start limited basis. But he's been throwing the ball in Pawtucket pretty well. We know he'll compete. We know he's not scared. He'll keep the ball down. His changeup and breaking ball are probably an obvious key, and he's been getting better and better with those.
Don, earlier you talked about Gabbard's promotion from Portland to Pawtucket last year. He was the quickest Sea Dog to 9 wins in franchise history, winning 9 by his 13th start, and that was his final start before heading to AAA.
Thanks a lot, Tina. Well, I know he made an impression on the coaching staff, certainly with what he did last year and spring training. He had a very good spring training as Gabbard deals here to Andrew Jones in there for a strike. I think we saw maybe in Fort Lauderdale, Jerry, it sticks out to me, but he looked pretty good this spring.
Yeah, I've liked him since the first day I saw him, Don, last year. I think he's deceptive with that left-handed delivery. His stuff is good. We've seen some good curveballs so far in this game.
Strikes out Andrew Jones. Second strikeout for Gabbard. 2 down.
First strikeout was on a changeup to Renteria. Andrew Jones on the fastball away. And the struggles continue for Andrew Jones.
What a tough situation, too, for Gabbard today. You get to the ballpark, you're all fired up, ready to make this start, and you sit around for better than 2 hours. But he has been sharp so far and has the first 2 outs here in the second inning, a lead to work with. The Braves catcher, Brian McCann. Takes strike 1 from Gabbard. McCann at .283 with 3 homers and 21 runs batted in. It is cleared off here pretty well. Nothing but blue skies above right now here at Fenway Park. It's turned into a very nice early evening, late afternoon after the long rain delay.
Oh, you mentioned down on Rhode Island, the sun was out early in the afternoon, so this must have been a thing that was just kind of hanging around the coast.
I guess so. I mean, it was even sunny when I left this morning to come in.
That's the clearest we've seen that shot for a long time.
And the strike evens the count at 2-2 to McCann.
Here's that good snapping curveball again from Kason Gabbard, that time to the left-hander McCann.
Got him. Back-to-back Ks for Gabbard, 3 in all. Inning and a half done. 4-0 Red Sox.
Amstel Light.
You can lean on me.
Live tastefully.
It's highly refined. It's imported by the barrel. And it's another thing you shouldn't guzzle while driving.
Now Dodge goes the distance with our most fuel-efficient lineup ever. Like Charger with 28 highway miles per gallon. Caliber with 32 highway miles per gallon. And the all-new Avenger SE with 30 highway miles per gallon. Maximize your miles with our most fuel-efficient line of vehicles ever. Now get 0% financing plus $500 bonus cash on Charger and Avenger.
The wait is over. Olympia Sports' biggest footwear sale of the year is happening right now. Buy 1 pair of brand name athletic footwear, get a 2nd pair of equal or lesser value for only half price. This sale ends soon, so get it at Olympia Sports today.
Stay in the game with an hour of post-game coverage on NESN. It's your post-game all-access pass with WB Mason's Extra Innings and Granite City Electric's Extra Innings Extra.
Get the Sunday Globe's award-winning sports coverage every week. Call 800-984-5335 today for 50% off home delivery. The Boston Sunday Globe start the week off right. Well, thank you very much. Kason Gabbard with 2 strikeouts. The last one on McCann, a curveball again. A couple of good curveballs in that at bat to Brian McCann. So 3 on the afternoon total for Kason Gabbard.
A 4-0 Red Sox lead, and Gabbard off to the very good start for the Red Sox on the mound as Dustin Pedroia, the only man not to bat for Boston in the first inning, leads it off in the second. And Tim Hudson throwing 32 pitches in the first inning. Through the first 9, he averaged 10.4, which was tops in the major leagues. But a long first inning, faced 8 batters. Line to left. Pedroia's got himself at least a base hit. He's thinking 2 as Diaz back to get it on the track. And into second base, and leadoff double goes Pedroia.
Now that's the first time, that the only player in the lineup for the Red Sox that has not faced Tim Hudson is Pedroia. And he gets the cut fastball, and he takes it down that left field line. You know, maybe some ballparks and some teams just getting ahead of pitches, because this guy has been about unhittable all season. And the Red Sox already with 4 runs and 5 hits off. And we documented his record against Boston teams, which is not very good.
Rocco showing bunt, pulling back and taking a ball. Crisp grounded out to second base in the first inning. Rocco's hit safely in 6 straight games and has been hitting at a .333 clip over those 6 games. A drop down foul, and it's 1-1. We're here at Fenway Park in Boston. Don Orsillo, Jerry Remy, and Tina Cervasio bringing you Boston Red Sox baseball in high definition and in Dolby Digital 5.1 surround sound on NESN. A 2.5-hour rain delay here at Fenway Park underway around 4:35, and the Red Sox are happy that the game did get underway as they are on top 4-0 and batting in the bottom of the second. Crisp gets it down. McCann jumps out, throws him out at first base, but on to third goes Pedroia. So a couple of tries as the second one works for Crisp.
Now the key there is to get Pedroia to third base any way you can, and this time it's by the bunt. Coco Crisp picking up the sacrifice, moving Pedroia to third base, and that's his second on the season.
So 1 out, Pedroia at third base, and Kevin Youkilis standing in on the right side.
Infield in for the Braves.
Inside, almost getting Youkilis.
That's one you're not sure if you're going to get out of the way of. You know, that fastball that's tailing inside, and you can see here Youkilis waiting till the last possible minute and then just barely gets out of the way of it. Actually, you kind of think you're going to get hit by that one.
He's the guy you want up in this situation, leading the Red Sox with runners in scoring position. And ahead in the count, 2-0. Leadoff double for Dustin Pedroia. The sacrifice bunt by Crisp has Pedroia 90 feet away. As Hudson trying to feel comfortable on the mound right now, has been extremely uncomfortable to this point. Back inside again, missing again. 3-0.
I doubt that Pedroia would be going on contact with Ortiz on deck.
Taken all the way and taking ball 4. It's the second walk given up by Hudson.
And he went a stretch of a couple of games without a walk, only had 1 in his last outing, as high as 4. He's done that twice.
Bobby Cox had to get deep into that bullpen yesterday in Game 1. Relied on John Smoltz in Game 2 of the day-night doubleheader yesterday.
Bobby trying to move his second baseman Prado over a couple of steps to his left.
First and third, one down for Big Papi. Papi doubled off the wall and right in front of the Red Sox bullpen, almost homered in his first at bat in the first inning. He's got 8 doubles now in the last 11 games. On the ground left side, Woodward will go to second for one. Yes, they get one. A run in from third in Pedroia. They said that it happened on the transfer, the bobble. And out at second base is Youkilis. But in the back door from third comes Pedroia, and it's 5-0 Red Sox.
Now, remember we showed you this shot where they were moving the second baseman over. Well, it takes him longer to get to second, and he's almost running across the bag. And on the transfer, never got a grip of the baseball. He does get the force out, but he can't make the throw to first base, and that cost him a run. But see him coming to the bag. He's making the catch on the run.
So 2 down, a run in, Ortiz at first, and here's Manning. Grounded into a fielder's choice as part of the first inning for the Red Sox, came around to score. Sits safely in 15 of the last 18 games and hitting at .329 over the last 18 games. And a couple of hits here yesterday, going 2 for 6 in the day-night doubleheader. 2-0. On the outside corner that time. 2-1.
Cut fastball or slider right there from Hudson. Boy, he got a steady diet of those last night from John Smoltz. And all those sliders were in the exact same spot, down and away.
The center field, Andrew Jones started back now, coming in, makes the basket catch like only a Gold Glove center fielder can as Andrew Jones pulls it in. Red Sox grab a run, take a 5-0 lead.
Came to spend some time together, reconnect.
Like when I met her, dice are hot.
Like the names they got.
Non-stop fun.
All in one.
What a thrill!
Hey, I just won.
We're closer than we can recall. Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all. Foxwoods.
When you're on the go, you need the convenience, quality, and pricing that you'll always find at Extra Mart. Convenience. Everything you need is priced right and ready to go. Quality. Extra Mart has their own Extra Cafe Gourmet Coffee, delicious Deli Joe sandwiches, and Extra Fuels gasoline. Great prices. Extra Mart features everyday low prices and value specials. All this month at Extra Mart, 32-ounce vitamin water is specially priced at just $2 for $3. In every corner of New England, Extra Mart is just around your corner.
Have you heard about the benefits of a reverse mortgage? If you're a homeowner, 62 years or older, and would like to supplement your monthly income, a reverse mortgage could be the key to living comfortably in retirement. U.S. government-insured reverse mortgages allow seniors to convert the equity in their home into cash without having to move or make monthly loan payments. We offer a free information kit and video explaining everything you need to know about a reverse mortgage.
Call 800-300-4519.
Well, tonight the mad fisherman is trying to become the calm fisherman on Maine's beautiful Lake Arrowhead. Can Charlie do it? I think we all know the answer to that question, but it's still a lot of fun to watch. It's all tonight at 8 right here on NESN. You know, sometimes you get fooled because the ball is at the end of the bat, and that's exactly what happened, but Andrew makes up the ground. He kind of froze in center field. He saw the swing by Manny was toward the end of the bat, but then when he picks it up, makes the basket catch into the slide. He's won a couple of Gold Gloves.
Just a few. Well, the Braves trying to get back into this one with the Red Sox on top 5-0 as we head to the top half of the third. Chris Woodward, the third baseman today for Atlanta. As Chipper Jones being used as the DH. Jones playing at third base for both ends of the day-night doubleheader. Woodward at .231, no homers and 4 runs batted in. Gabbard with 3 strikeouts through the first 2 innings. Off the end of the bat and cued foul outside of first.
Okay.
Wood grounds it foul this time over to the Braves dugout.
Nice play. Beautiful play down there in the expensive seats. A one-handed grab. That's why you bring the glove down.
Especially with those seats. A lot of action over in that general direction. Up and away for Gabbard, and the count evens at 2-2. Swing and a miss. There's 4 strikeouts on the day for Kason Gabbard.
Again, a sharp breaking ball, sharp curveball from Gabbard. He throws this pitch hard. And down and in on Woodward for the strikeout. So we mentioned 7 was high in Pawtucket. He did that twice. Already now with 4 in this game against the Braves.
You know, it seems like we're seeing 2 different guys over last night and today as far as starting pitchers and where their psyches are right now. As we mentioned last night, looking over the numbers of Devern Hansack, his numbers had not been spectacular in Pawtucket. He had lost his last 4 games. Now here's a guy today who is coming up on a high. He's gone 3-1 with a 2.75 ERA over his last 8 starts. He's pitching well. It seems like the mindset better for him today.
Well, also in my mind too, Don, in my opinion, he's got more weapons than Hansack.
Scott Thorman, the batter, a big swing and a miss on the 2-0 pitch. 2-1.
The one thing that was a shame is to see Hansack get hit off the finger last night. And I don't know how serious that's going to be for him.
Here's the top of the order, Martin Prado. As Gabbard falls behind 3-1. Hooks it right side. Pedroia plays the hop, and there's 2 down in the inning.
Mentioned last night the X-rays were negative on this ball that was back through the middle, and it was pretty ugly when it happened. And of course, coming out of the ball game, they did take the X-rays. They were negative. So hopefully he won't have to miss a start back down at Pawtucket. Of course, he was sent back after the game last night.
Martin Prado just up from the Richmond Braves. Lined out to second base in his first at bat. Gabbard with 2 outs in the inning and 47 pitches. Prado this time using the shortstop Cora, and Alex throws him out. Another 1-2-3 inning for Gabbard. It's a 5-0 Red Sox lead.
So you've been going out, huh? Big parties, music, pretty ladies. Son, we need to talk about protection.
Dad, I'm 26.
Yeah, I know. But you're never too grown up for your old man to give you one of these.
Oh, man. Dad, thanks.
Every Coors Light can has a protective liner to lock in that refreshing frost brewed taste.
You can never be too careful.
Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Toyota's 50th anniversary celebration is on now with the biggest Toyota selection in history. Check out the Tundra Double Cab, a true workhorse. And the Tundra Crew Max has arrived. It's the most spacious Tundra yet. Right now, you could save with a special Toyota 50th anniversary lease on a Tundra Double Cab. Just $289 a month for 36 months with $19.99 due at signing. Toyota's 50th anniversary celebration ends June 4th. See your New England Toyota dealer now.
My neighbor drove all over town to find the best deal on a cell phone. I just logged on to Let's Talk. They make it easy to compare plans from all major carriers and find cell phone deals that are much cheaper than retail.
Like the hot BlackBerry Pearl with music and video player, a $369 value, yours free after mail-in rebate and new calling plan.
Let's Talk has the best prices, the best plans, and the most free phones guaranteed.
Log on to 25letstalk.com or call now to order your BlackBerry Pearl. Let's Talk, the smarter way to shop for cell phones. So log on or call now.
Join Tom Caron and Tina Savasio tomorrow night. They prepare you for the week ahead, including the big 3-game series in the Bronx against the Yankees. Get all the news 90 minutes before game time every Monday night. It's Monster Monday. This and every Monday live in HD and only on NESN.
Aren't we all?
Oh, God. Now, you know, sometimes you have flashbacks to the late 60s, and that's exactly what happened. But the knee is not as in good shape as in the 60s. And see you later. We should start a group.
Yeah, it's not too late.
I could have a stuntman do all my fall for me.
Knocked down at second base by Prado. The throw was just in time to get J.D. Drew. Nice play to stay with it after knocking it down, and Drew's out.
Yeah, that's a heck of a play by Prado because J.D. Drew gets down that line very well. So he dives, knocks it down, and that flip throw to first base just gets Drew.
So one down, and it brings up Jason Varitek, who tripled to clear the bases in the first inning. A bases loaded triple. Hudson throwing 47 pitches through the first 2 innings. Outside first this time, and a ball and a strike by a very much used tarp in the last 48 to 72 hours.
Well, the grounds crew is probably very pleased the Red Sox are hitting the road after today's game. They put in very long days when the team is at home.
Right side, Thorman will need help. Hudson will cover, and there's 2 down in the inning. Let's check back in with Tina Servasio.
Tim Hudson was not happy with his results last season. After going 13-12, he felt he lost strength towards the end of the year. So this winter, he went back to an old strength and conditioning program that he used when he was playing for Oakland.
You know, I worked hard this year, you know, in the weight room, you know, upper and lower body. You know, I only took about 2.5 weeks off from the season and started hitting the weight room towards the end of October, and you know, worked hard all the way up to spring training, and you know, just got to maintain it, you know, throughout the year. And that's the big key is maintaining it through the year and staying strong.
Hudson says he takes it upon himself to work hard in the offseason, and it also helps him set an example to younger players. He says the most important thing you can do for a team is work hard, especially when nobody's looking.
Well, of course, in Oakland, named the American League Rookie of the Year back in 2000 when he won 20 games and was 20-6 in 32 starts when he broke into the big leagues. And a 2-0 pitch to Hinsky is chopped right side at Martin Prado. It's a 7-pitch inning. Hudson needed that. Red Sox down in order. It's 5-0 Boston.
Yeah, can I get the love handles, double chin, and some blubber? Please drive around.
When you get greasy fast food, what are you really getting? The new Subway Fresh Fit meals fit into the American Heart Association's approach to a healthy lifestyle. Subway, eat fresh.
If we were in an emergency situation, we don't have extra. We have a little bit of water and a little bit of food. A meeting place, no.
No. For the family to meet?
No.
Ride the best Outlander from Can-Am. The best engineered ATV you can buy, period. The most powerful engine in each respective class. An optional XD package with an impressive lineup of factory-installed options.
See B&D Marine, Brewer.
I'm nuts, I'm crazy, I'm kind of whacked, I'm kind of not your normal host. Think I'm dull? Oh my God, I caught myself. Welcome to the show. Where you been?
Sponsored by Obashan Hardware, the greatest show on H2O.
The Boston Marriott Copley Place, the official hotel of the Boston Red Sox, has the perfect Boston weekend getaway. It's the Grand Slam baseball package that includes 2 tickets for the Red Sox game and 2 nights accommodations and breakfast for 2. For reservations and information, call the Grand Slam hotline at 617-937-5600.
5-0 Red Sox on top as we head to the top half of the 4th inning. If you're just joining us and wondering why we're in the top half of the 4th inning, game was supposed to start today at 2 p.m. here at Fenway Park, but better than a 2-hour rain delay, somewhere in the neighborhood of 2.5 hours. Now the Red Sox and Braves, of course, the last game of this series, wanted to get this one in. As Edgar Renteria leads it off and takes the pitch inside.
You know, that's one thing that's impressed me about Gabbard last season, was not afraid to come inside against right-handed hitters. He's done it a couple of times today with his fastball.
Renteria had an 18-game hitting streak snapped last Sunday against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Renteria has been rolling this season, having another good bounce back year. Last year in his first year in Atlanta and back in the National League, an All-Star last year after leaving Boston and having another All-Star caliber season this year. Braves very happy to have Edgar Renteria. Swing and a miss. Varitek jumps out and throws him out as it got away briefly. 5 strikeouts for Gabbard.
And again, it's on that good, hard breaking curveball for the strikeout. He got Renteria on a changeup in the first. Now again, the curveball. And then Varitek clears himself for that base runner. He makes the play on one bounce. He comes charging out to the infield to make sure he does not hit Renteria in the back on the way down that first base line.
So 1 away for Chipper Jones, who walked his first time up. Chipper Jones has been in Atlanta since 1993, former first-round pick by the Braves. The strike has him quickly down 0-2. Just off the outside edge. He's had a couple of close ones in this one, not getting the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, an 0-2 changeup from Gabbard and just missing the outside corner.
Popped up, sending Pedroia back. Battling the sun as he makes the catch for out number 2. 2 down. So 2 away. It brings up Jeff Francoeur. Francoeur grounding out to first base his first time up. Kason Gabbard is 25 years old. He resides in Vero Beach, Florida. He was born in Oxford, Ohio. And Red Sox 29th pick in the 29th round back in 2000. Falls behind this time 3-0, a place that he has not been today.
Now fell behind with his curveball the first couple of pitches, which he's been consistently throwing for strikes.
Here's a strike. Francoeur gets the bad news. Thought he had ball 4. And words for Chad Fairchild, the home plate umpire.
Yeah, Fairchild right back with the words for Francoeur.
Francoeur loops it to right. Drew is deep, coming on now and have to play it on a hop. As that one falls in, and there is the first hit of the day. For the Atlanta Braves, it comes with 2 outs in the 4th inning.
The changeup grip, the ball down and away, and right toward the end of the bat for Francoeur. Actually does a pretty nice job covering that plate and just drops it in front of J.D. Drew.
So a 2-out single for Francoeur, and it'll bring up Matt Diaz. Diaz grounded out to third base first time up. Last year was one of those strange years where the Red Sox went through so many different pitchers, especially starting pitchers, as the year went on. This one into center field for Diaz. And up to second base goes Francoeur. All of a sudden, with 2 outs, Braves got something going.
And we mentioned yesterday, they got some good young hitters on this Atlanta ball club. Diaz certainly in that group.
Center fielder number 25, Andrew Jones.
And they showed a little bit of that in game 2 last night against the Red Sox.
So all of a sudden, it's first and second with 2 down, and you got Andrew Jones coming up. Used to seeing him in the 3-4 spot, but batting 6th here today. Did he go? Yes, says Eric Cooper.
You see what happens when you're going back to the reaction from Andrew Jones after getting the bad news.
Strike 2. It's 0-2.
We didn't like that call either. A high changeup that time from Gabbard.
Gabbard with 5 strikeouts so far through 3 2/3 innings. Down and in that time, collected by Varitek, able to knock it down. Andrew Jones missing the nightcap last night with a sore back. Has been walking quite a bit this year, 7th in the National League, 26 walks.
Striking out quite a bit too, 47.
Waiting on a 1-2 pitch from Kason Gabbard. Gabbard strikes him out. 6 Ks for Kason Gabbard. Andrew Jones and the Braves gone in the 4th. It's 5-0 Boston.
Hey, boss, do we have Aflac?
Yeah, we have something else.
But if you're hurt and miss work, does it pay cash like Aflac does?
Nah.
Or let you spend it any way you want, like for gas and groceries?
Nah.
Or help with everyday bills like Aflac does?
Nah.
There's only one Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Nah.
The wait is over. Olympia Sports' biggest footwear sale of the year is happening right now. Buy 1 pair of brand name athletic footwear, get a 2nd pair of equal or lesser value for only half price. This sale ends soon, so get it at Olympia Sports today.
Hello?
Mrs. Anderson, this is Mark Brown. I'm from the collections department of...
Hi. Listen, I'm sorry I haven't made my payment yet. I'll get it in as soon as I can.
Maybe you should call In Charge. They'll work with you and come up with a solution that's right for you.
When life hands you a little more than you can manage, call In Charge Debt Solutions. We're a nonprofit company that puts people back in control by helping them manage their debt. We'll stop the collection calls and we'll help lower your interest rates so you'll have one affordable monthly payment. Call In Charge today.
It's Sunday night. You know where your sports are. Every Sunday at 11:25. Turn to the network you turn to all week long. Nesson and the new Sports Desk Lights Out. Premiering Sunday night. Your sports weekend isn't over. Don't Nesson.
Well, a great start to this game for Gabbard. He's got 6 strikeouts, and he's got them with all his pitches. This first coming against Renteria on a changeup. And then it's a fastball to Andrew Jones, a breaking ball to McCann, another breaking ball to Woodward. The curveball again to Renteria, the second time he's got him, and then Andrew Jones again with the curveball. That's been a great pitch for him so far in this game, and he's 1 away from his high in the season, which was 7 in Pawtucket.
Pitching line brought to you by Nissan, and Gabbard at 66 pitches. Just the 2 hits, and they came back-to-back last inning. Cora chops one on 2 hops to Thorman at first base for the first out of the inning. As Hudson starting to settle in here a little bit, has now retired the last 5 in a row. They retired the side in order here in the 3rd inning. One away for Dustin Pedroia, who doubled in the 2nd inning. Came around to score the 5th Boston run. Red Sox scoring 4 times in the 1st inning. The big bases clearing triple by Jason Varitek. And an RBI single for Eric Hinsky as part of the 4-run first. Pedroia now drives it out towards left center field. Andrew Jones moves over and makes the catch. And there's 2 down here in the 4th. 2 outs on just 3 pitches for Tim Hudson here in the 4th inning. And it'll bring up Coco Crisp. Braves will head home after the game. They'll have tomorrow off, and then they get ready for a 3-game series against the New York Mets. An interdivisional battle for the Atlanta Braves, who trail the Mets by 2.5 games to begin the day today. And of course, the Mets playing the Sunday night baseball game on ESPN against the Yankees tonight. Strike over the outside corner, and it's a ball and a strike to Crisp. Meanwhile, the Red Sox will be headed to New York, chartering there after the ball game today to get ready for their 3-game series against the New York Yankees. And the pitching matchups have been announced. It'll be Tim Wakefield tomorrow night against Chin-Ming Wong. Julian Tavares going on Tuesday against Mike Mussina, and then Kurt Schilling in the final game of the series against Andy Pettit. And the Red Sox begin the day with a 10.5 game lead over the Yankees. And of course, the Yankees play tonight.
That's actually the Orioles in 2nd place in the American League East, 9.5 behind Boston. They are at 20-23 on the season.
Orioles have lost today to the Washington Nationals, their natural rival. Kind of a home series of sorts for the Orioles. And having to travel, kind of a commuter day for them, going back and forth.
And same thing with the Mets and the Yankees.
The 2-2 pitch to Crisp. Foul outside of 3rd.
Was it last year or the year before where they had 1 game at Shea Stadium and 1 game at Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, I think a couple years ago.
Yeah. They had that police escort taking the teams back and forth from the Queens to the Bronx.
We'll be in the Bronx tomorrow. Down low and inside. It's a full count. The Red Sox had won 11 straight home games against the National League until their loss last night. Right side, Prado throws out crisp, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Hudson. We played 4. It's 5-0 Red Sox.
I don't think you're supposed to put coins in there.
Want to get away? Now you can. Hurry, our internet sale is available just a little bit longer. Fly Southwest Airlines to 63 destinations nationwide for just $49 to $99. Purchased by May 24th.
You are now free to move about the country.
I know you like me. I know you like me. I know you do. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was far like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was far like me? Don't you?
Throughout our state, local control of cable works. It means 95% of Massachusetts homes have access to cable. Local control means schools and libraries, police and firehouses, and some nonprofits like Boys and Girls Clubs get free service. That's why officials across the state support keeping it local. But some want to take away local control of cable TV and give it to corporate executives. Visit this website to learn how you can help keep local control.
Tomorrow night after Sports Test, Nesson presents the Mother's Day Miracle, trailing 5-0 entering the bottom of the ninth. What the Red Sox did next will be remembered as one of the most dramatic regular season wins in history. Join us tomorrow night immediately following Sports Test for a complete half-hour replay of that memorable ninth inning and relive the Mother's Day Miracle on Nesson.
That was supposed to originally run today, but
things have been set back a little bit today, Don. We have to revamp our Nesson's HD schedule.
A 5-0 Red Sox lead as you see some ominous clouds behind the press box there and back behind us, and maybe making their way in this direction.
I really hope not.
I'm with you.
I am sick of rain.
Brian McCann leading it off. We're in the 5th inning, struck out looking in the 2nd. 6 strikeouts so far for Kason Gabbard. McCann. It's only a 7-year deal here. The Atlanta Braves, going to be the Braves catcher for a long time. He's been a good one for them. As he takes ball 2, and it's 2-0. Swing and a miss on a pitch down and in. Red Sox giving up 14 runs last night in the nightcap. Most runs allowed by the Red Sox since August 18th of last year against the Yankees. It's also the 2nd game of the split doubleheader last season against the Yankees. The day-nighter in the beginning of that 5-game series against New York, in which the Yankees swept Boston. Rolled foul.
Red Sox start today 2nd in the league in the pitching in the American League behind Oakland. Oakland at 3.23. Red Sox at 3.45. There's only 5 teams that have an ERA of under 4 in the American League.
The Braves, as part of their attack last night, 12 extra base hits in Game 2, establishing Atlanta Braves club record. A close pitch, and a ball and a full count now. Braves 6 previous times had 11 extra base hits, but 12 of them last night in the Red Sox nightcap. Ripped foul down by the tarp.
Each time the Red Sox win at Fenway Park, Hood donates $1,500 to children's hospitals throughout New England. It's another reason to root for the Red Sox and another reason to feel good about Hood.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming to Brian McCann. 75th pitch of the outing for Kason Gabbard. McCann to center field. Coco Crisp moving over, won't get there as it drops in for a hit and a leadoff single for McCann. Let's check in with Tom Caron. TC.
Thank you, Don. It's on New England Toyota Dealer Game Break. Another one of those commuter series. The Angels and Dodgers. Vladdy Guerrero with the ground ball. Rafael Furr called the play, but it goes off the glove of Nomar. And 2 runs score. The Angels take a 3-0 lead off Derek Lowe. Now it's 4-0. They're in the 8th in Los Angeles, guys.
All right, Tom, thanks very much. Red Sox on top here, 5-0 in the top half of the 5th inning. McCann at first base on a leadoff single. And now Chris Woodward fouls it over by the Red Sox dugout and into it. Chris Woodward last year with the Mets, over the last 2 seasons with the New York Mets. Signed by the Braves as a free agent this past offseason. Coming up in the Toronto Blue Jays organization and spending parts of 7 seasons in Toronto. Tap foul, and it's 1-2 now to Woodward. A 13 home run season for the Toronto Blue Jays back in 2002. Last couple of years held to 3 home runs in each of his 2 years with the New York Mets. Outside, and it's 2-2. Gabbard did not give up a hit through 3 2/3 innings. Braves got back-to-back hits last inning. This one bouncing in. Varitek able to knock it down to advance for McCann at first.
Jason's had to do that a couple of times. Of course, as a catcher, when you call for a breaking ball, you anticipate it being down in the dirt. And a couple of times today, Varitek has had to go down and block the ball, and his runners have had to stay home.
Gabbard facing just his 2nd batter here in the 5th inning, and this will be the 15th pitch of the inning. Swing and a miss. Woodward strikes out. 7 strikeouts for Gabbard.
And that was on a changeup, not down and away from Woodward, but down and in. Not the location I'm sure he wanted it, but it works out okay. No contact by Woodward.
So 1 out. McCann at first base, not held on by Hinske, who stands in behind him. And it brings up Scott Thorman. Down the right field line and foul. I mentioned all the starters the Red Sox had last year and so many young pitchers. Gabbard was one of a club record 7 Red Sox pitchers to earn his first major league win, joining DeVern Hansack, Manny Del Carmen, Lenny DiNardo, Craig Hansen, John Lester, and Jermaine Van Buren. Red Sox previously had 6 pitchers earn their first major league win in 1940 and 1969. And a very unusual year last year with so many different pitchers being used by the Red Sox and so many injuries. But Gabbard was one of those guys. Tap foul, and it's 1-2. Gabbard, the 3rd member of Boston's 2000 draft class to reach the big leagues, joining Manny Del Carmen, who was a 2nd rounder. And of course, Freddie Sanchez, who won the batting title last year in the National League, an 11th rounder. Center field, and Crisp wandering back, carrying him onto the track for the catch. 2 down. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by your Boston area Lexus dealers. Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network. And by Dunkin' Donuts.
For those who've been watching this series this weekend, Thorman, the first baseman, he has got one severe uppercut swing, doesn't he?
Yes. Martin Prado is 0 for 2. He's lined out and grounded out.
I mean, this is a swing that is designed to hit home runs with. See the hands drop and the real big uppercut. This has got 5 home runs on the season.
Brought back by Varitek, grabs the corner, and it's 1-1. Ken led off the inning with a single, still at first base with now 2 down in the inning. To left field and deep. Manny headed back as that is off the wall. Plays to Karen McCann to third, and turning back and heading to first is Prado. Again, Manny getting it back in quickly. Long single for Martin Prado.
One of the few mistakes that Gabbard has made. He left the changeup up in the zone, and Prado was able to take it off that left field wall. See the high changeup. And Manny quickly getting it back in. Holds Prado to first base.
So 2 outs, first and third. And Edgar Renteria coming up. He's had a tough time with Gabbard so far today. Edgar striking out in the first, striking out in the fourth. Renteria's hit safely in 23 of the last 25 games for Atlanta. But does not have a hit so far today. Two and 0. McCann at third base. Martin Prado at first base. 2 down here in the 5th. Broken bat grounder. Pedroia throws to first, and Gabbard out of the jam. The Braves strand a pair. Halfway through this one, it's a 5-0 Red Sox lead.
Toyota's 50th anniversary celebration is on now with the biggest Toyota selection in history. Check out the fuel-efficient Prius or the stylish Camry. Camry, Motor Trend's 2007 Car of the Year. You can lease one now with the lowest payment ever, just $199 a month for 36 months with $19.99 due at signing. Or you could save on a spacious Sienna with $1,250 cash back. Toyota's 50th anniversary celebration ends June 4th. See your New England Toyota dealer now.
Feeling real good about lunch today. This new KFC biscuit bowl's got all my favorites. It's got chicken.
I got a burger.
Mashed potatoes.
Fries.
Got corn and gravy, cheese, and now it comes with a biscuit.
Well, I got a bun. It's kind of like a biscuit.
It's not even a little bit.
Biscuit-esque.
No, it's not.
Introducing the new Chicken and Biscuit Bowl from KFC. Layers of mashed potatoes, sweet corn, all white meat chicken, new home-style white gravy, and a 3-cheese blend. And now it comes with a buttermilk biscuit. Dig into great layers of flavor with new KFC famous bowls.
Apocalypto means a new beginning. Mel Gibson's Apocalypto. Own it on Blu-ray and DVD Tuesday, May 22nd.
Because Geico sounds like gecko. That's it. That's the only reason I'm here. The fact is, if Geico sounded like some other animal, like, I don't know, a puma, sure enough, there'd be some adorable little cat sitting here talking about Geico's low rates.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You can't even imagine the pressure. I mean, I've literally got like 2 seconds to capture your attention while simultaneously informing you that you could save hundreds on car insurance by switching to Geico. Quite frankly, I don't think it's even possible.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Well, the San Francisco Giants will play their first ever series at Fenway Park next month, and you have a chance to witness this historic occasion from the Green Monster seats. The Red Sox Foundation is auctioning off Green Monster ticket packages for the Saturday, June 16th game. That includes your chance to watch batting practice from the Monster seats, complimentary food and beverage, and much more. To enter for your chance to win and benefit the Red Sox Foundation, visit redsox.com and click the Foundation Ticket Auction link.
And what a great job the Red Sox Foundation does. The Red Sox on top 5-0, and who better than to talk about the Red Sox Foundation than Meg Valancourt. Great to have you with us, Meg. Great to see you.
Thank you very much.
How are you?
Thank you, Don. Thank you, Jerry. These are our 2 MVPs of the Red Sox Foundation, absolutely right here.
Well, thank you so much. Tell us a little bit about that day. What's it going to be like?
You know what's so great is this is going to be the greatest party at Fenway Park, with the exception, of course, of the Rem Dog party over the 4th of July. But it's going to be featuring Red Sox legends. You don't only get to sit on the Green Monster. You get Red Sox legends. You get Nesson personalities. You get Wally the Green Monster on the Green Monster, and a special souvenir from the Red Sox Foundation. It's the first time the San Francisco Giants have played in the regular season here at Fenway Park, and you can be part of history.
Youkilis sends it down the right field line as Frank Core is headed over towards the corner. That is gone. Into the seats, Youkilis down that right field line, wrapping it around the pole, and it puts the Red Sox on top 6-0.
And you know what? You can be on top too, on top of the Green Monster on the San Francisco Giants tonight, Saturday night. You will be able to not only have the best seats in the house, the greatest party that ever existed, but you'll be helping lots of children's programs, kids who will never make it to Fenway Park, but kids who need our help. We know that the Red Sox Foundation is not only the biggest foundation in Major League Baseball after 5 short years under the leadership of John Henry, Tom Werner, Larry Lucchino, and the generous partners. It's also the biggest hearted fan base we have. And we know that all of our fans extend throughout the country. They're going to love to buy those seats. All they need to do is log on, redsox.com.
Ortiz grounding down to first base. This time Thorman will need Hudson, and they cover for the out.
Meg, how many ticket packages available for that particular ball game?
It's 87 ticket packages, so you have a great chance of winning this auction. If you'll just log on now at redsox.com, it's on the homepage. It'll say Monster Seats. 87 chances. You know, Father's Day is coming up, and I'd like to think that there's a lot of people who would love to be a hero to their dad or to their sons or to their moms, and join us on the Monster that night and help a lot of kids' programs.
Well, they're terrific seats, and they're certainly tough to come by, so a great opportunity.
It's impossible to come by. This particular game is the only way you can do it is through redsox.com and the Red Sox Foundation Monster Auction. It was an idea that came from Tom Werner, our chairman. And you know, a lot of times those tickets get passed through, well, maybe some not very socially responsible ways. This is a chance for you to make sure the donation you're going to give doesn't just help the Red Sox field the wonderful team we have, but helps them field great kids for the future.
We were kind of talking about the other night. We have been out there to do games, but it is obviously a different look to the ballpark, and those are great seats. They really are.
Yeah.
I mean, you stand there and you can actually kind of talk to Manny Ramirez if you want to. And
you'll
foul ball down the right field line. Manny making a bid for that pole, as Youkilis did.
And the other thing is, of course, you'll be up there for the batting practice, which, of course, you can bring your glove, and who knows what kind of ball you'll
Pretty good
get.
chances back there for batting practice. Yeah, you can talk to Manny. Manny will talk back, I noticed. He talks to the fans out there as he heads out there.
Absolutely. He understands the Monster fans are a different kind of people, and I think it'll be an exceptional night. Of course, wouldn't you like to be out there on a June summer night?
Sure. Manny to deep center field. Andrew Jones back there to make the catch, and there's 2 down. Meg, you guys are involved in so many different programs throughout the season. Is there anything else that's coming up for the Red Sox Foundation?
We are going to have Picnic in the Park again this summer. We are also going to have what we hope is a special charitable component of the police concert. We're very, very fortunate to have the Red Sox wives, who are really a force behind Red Sox Nation, helping us with the Picnic in the Park and also promoting their children's book, Fenway 123, which is still available at Barnes & Noble. So we hope you'll go out there and think of buying that for anyone who wants to learn, little kids or kids at heart, or kids learning English. It's a great book to learn your way through English and Fenway Park.
J.D. Dude batting here with 2 outs, visiting with Meg Valancourt. The Giant series will be huge. Fans coming out to see the Giants come here to Fenway Park. And of course, Barry Bonds will be here. It'll be very interesting to say the least. As Drew lines it into right field. Game stop a 2-out single.
So all we ask you is to please log on to RedSox.com. Consider the monster auction. This is your chance to be a hero to your family and be a hero to a lot of kids who don't have any opportunity to come to Fenway Park, but have an opportunity to be supported through children's programs at the Red Sox Foundation.
Greg Valancourt, great to see you. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. Look forward to it.
Thank you and good luck.
We love Nesson. Thank you.
Greg Valancourt does such a great job. The Red Sox Foundation, a lot of tireless work there and so many hours. I hope you will log on. As the pitch is a ball to Jason Varitek. Jason tripled to clear the bases in the first. Drive in 3. Part of the reason the Red Sox off to this fast start today. On to a 6-0 advantage as they've added a run here on the home run by Youkilis in the 5th.
What night was that? Was that a Saturday night? Saturday night game? Yeah, we don't work that day. So we could take part of the auction.
I guess we could, yes.
I believe that's a nationally televised game that day on Fox. So we would be off.
Take it.
Yeah.
There's McKay McBride, who we saw yesterday as part of the day-night doubleheader. We saw a lot of the Braves bullpen yesterday. Hudson's up to 80 pitches with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. J.D. Drew at first base. Three and 1. To right, and a base hit. Up to second goes J.D. Drew on the second hit of the day for Jason Varitek.
Now Varitek came into the game a .368 hitter with a home run against Hudson. It continues today. The triple, the drive in 3 runs, now the single, 2 for 3 for Varitek. And Bobby Cox making his way out to the mound, and he's going to make the pitching change.
Well, not what you expect from Tim Hudson. Certainly not what he expects from himself as he heads off here with 2 outs in the 5th inning. Just a 4 2/3 inning effort for him, allowing 6 runs so far. He'll be responsible for Drew and Varitek. The pitching change from Fenway that's called a bullpen is brought to you by the New England Ford Store. Your journey begins with a bold move. Start your journey today by visiting your local Ford store. 6-0 Boston. Drives it out towards deep right field. Back goes Guillen at the wall. It is gone. Ramirez puts the Red Sox on top 8-7 in the 8th.
Tomorrow at HD, it's the Sox and the Yankees. Monster Monday coverage begins at 5:30 on Nesson.
歴史, tradiciones, pasión,
ganar.
Green Monster. The Impossible Dream.
Yeah.
Bambino.
Pecky Sport doesn't work for you.
Climbing the ladder. High cheese.
Rally cap. My English is getting better.
There is no language barrier on Nesson. We speak the language of Red Sox Nation.
One nation, one network. Nesson.
Sox appeal. Do you have it? Log on and find out.
on the Atlanta bands over the last couple of days in the Dunkin' Donuts musical montage. Outcast, that time REM last night. And Tim Hudson right there, who had a very tough outing. He gives up 6 runs so far. He's responsible for Drew at second base, Varitek at first. McKay-McBride's in to face Hinske.
And McBride working in his 7th game of the season, just recently recalled on Wednesday from Richmond AAA. He worked in game 1 of the day-nighter, inning and a third, a couple of hits, an earned run.
Off the end of the bat, foul. 1-2 now to Hinske. Mark with a single in the first inning, grounded out to second base in the third. Getting the start at first base, Mike Lowell getting the day off, so Youkilis moves from first to third. Seventh at bat of the season against the left-handed pitcher for Hinske, who pops it up shallow center. Renteria is out. And he'll grab it to end the 5th. Red Sox grab a run on the home run by Youkilis at 6-0 Boston.
The Boston Globe Sports Plus combines New England Sports Page with New England Sports Network.
Chara means that much to this team. How do you not hit the helmet? They're playing for their season. I mean, you said it.
The Boston Globe Sports Plus on NESN.
The wait is over. Olympia Sports' biggest footwear sale of the year is happening right now. Buy 1 pair of brand name athletic footwear, get a 2nd pair of equal or lesser value for only half price. This sale ends soon, so get it at Olympia Sports today.
If you owe over $10,000 to the IRS or state, call American Tax Relief for a free consultation. We've helped thousands of Americans settle their tax debt for a fraction of what they owed.
Once we hired American Tax Relief, the IRS stopped contacting us. That was an immediate relief.
And they settled our tax debt for a fraction of what we owed.
If you owe over $10,000 to the IRS or state, we can help you settle for less, maybe a lot less.
Call 800-294-1563 for your free consultation.
Have you heard about the benefits of a reverse mortgage? If you're a homeowner, 62 years or older, and would like to supplement your monthly income, a reverse mortgage could be the key to living comfortably in retirement. U.S. government-insured reverse mortgages allow seniors to convert the equity in their home into cash without having to move or make monthly loan payments. We offer a free information kit and video explaining everything you need to know about a reverse mortgage.
Call 800-300-4519.
Time now for the Panasonic Plasma replay, so you can catch this again in Chris Rich detail motion, and it's going to be the Kevin Youkilis home run. Number 6 on the season for Youkilis as he hooks it around Pesky's pole down in right field.
Why not? Maybe a little later we'll get into that, but a nice choice. And the fan of the game here today, and what has been a long wait for baseball, and boy, it's been worth it. Red Sox on top 6-0. As Chipper Jones will lead it off against Kason and Gabbard. .92 pitches for Gabbard as he begins things here in the 6th inning. There is action in the Red Sox pen for the first time today, as Brendan Donnelly is up in the pen. Jones after the 2-0 fouls it off to the right. After having no hits through the first 3 innings, the Braves put together 2 hits in the 4th, could not score, as Gabbard is able to strike out Andrew Jones. And then they got 2 hits in the 5th, and they got Edgar Renteria to ground out to end the inning. And the Braves have stranded 4 over the last 2 innings. As Gabbard has gone 5 shutout innings against the Atlanta Braves. Atlanta came in hitting at .264 as a club, as Chipper gets a piece of that to stay alive. Mets on top at .284, but Atlanta 4th in the National League in batting average. Their pitching is in the middle of the pack as they come in at 8th and earned run average at .407. 2-2, the count to Chipper Jones. Fouled off to the right, will do it again. Chipper Jones last year for Atlanta, finishing the year with 26 home runs, a far cry from where he was earlier in his career. He had 45 home runs back in '99. To right field this time, and this will drop for a base hit over his J.D. Drew. And Jones aboard to lead things off here in the 6th inning.
A 9-game hitting streak now for Chipper Jones as he kind of caught that one toward the end of the bat and just dropped it into right field for the base hit. The fastball outside corner, and Chipper right at the end of the bat will send some sting up the fingers and through the hands, but it doesn't hurt as much when it drops in for a base hit.
This will be the 100th pitch of the day for Kason Gabbard. Jeff Francoeur hits it to right field. Back goes J.D. Drew. He can't get it. And that'll jump up into the bullpen. A ground rule double. And all of a sudden it's now 2nd and 3rd for the Braves. So the 3rd straight inning they've collected 2 hits. This time it's to lead off an inning.
And again, that curveball, this time the curveball stays upstairs. You know, 2nd time through against Gabbard. A little bit of swings by the Braves against the left-hander. Drew can't catch up to that as it bounces one hop into the bullpen, and we may see Donnelly come on right at 100 pitches of Kason Gabbard. How about that for a series?
Wow. Swinging early in counts too. Francoeur does not hang around long, and that time jumping on that first pitch into right field for the ground rule double. And Jason Varitek bought some more time for Brendan Donnelly. Here comes Terry Francona. And really, from what they expected from Kason Gabbard, this was a very, very good outing for Gabbard. And the Fenway faithful let him know about it as he heads off.
A lot of people think I'm nuts. I'm crazy. I'm kind of whacked. I'm kind of not your normal host. Think I'm dull? Oh my God, I caught myself. Welcome to the show. Where you been?
Sponsored by Obashan Hardware, the greatest show on H2O.
Zaka era has officially begun. Looking up, it is gone. It's back and it's very gone. Here comes a winning run.
Red Sox Nation's gone global on Nesson. One nation, one network.
Sox appeal. Do you have it? Log on and find out.
Stay tuned after the game for WB Mason Extra Innings and Granite City Electric Extra Innings Extra with Tom Caron and Dave McCarty. They'll bring you Terry Francona's live press conference and a breakdown of all the key plays of today's series finale. It's all right after the game in high definition on Nesson.
6-0 Red Sox on top as Kason Gabbard leaving after 5+ innings, giving up 6 hits, still responsible for the runners at 2nd and 3rd. 100 pitches for Kason Gabbard, who has not yet been charged with a run. 7 strikeouts today for Gabbard, who got Andrew Jones twice and Edgar Renteria twice, as well as Chris Woodward on 2 occasions. Brendan Donnelly's into the game for Boston.
Now, Donnelly worked in Game 2 last night, pitched an inning, giving up 4 hits and 3 earned runs. Overall, his 18th appearance of the season in 12 2/3, 13 hits allowed. Opponents hitting .255 off Donnelly.
Matt Diaz will be the first batter that he faces. First base open, runners at second and third. And the strike to Diaz. Diaz grounded out to third base in the second inning and singled to center field in the fourth. He's 1 for 2. Reaches out and loops it into short right. That'll drop for a hit. And from third comes Chipper Jones. Jeff Francoeur stopped at third base as Pedroia runs it back into the infield. If the Braves are on the board, the run charge to Gabbard.
There's not much you can do about that. I mean, this pitch is down and away from Diaz. He just reaches down and punches it the other way, right toward the end of the bat. So both Chipper Jones and Diaz going in that direction.
So first and third now, nobody out, and here's Andrew Jones, who's 0 for 2 today. Struck out swinging on both occasions against Kason Gabbard. And takes a strike from Donnelly. Andrew Jones in his career just 0 for 1 against Donnelly. Inside, almost hit him, and it's a ball and a strike. Donnelly has allowed 8 hits and 5 runs over the last 3 innings and 3 appearances. As Andrew Jones hits one a long way foul, well out ahead of it. The 3 runs, or the 5 runs over 3 innings, coming just after he went to 9 2/3, giving up only 1 run, and had a 0.93 earned run average through the first 14 games of the season. Inside, it's 2-2 now to Andrew Jones. Longest outing he's gone this season, an inning and a third. That was back on May 3rd against Seattle. Hold off to the right. We'll do it again with a count of 2-2. Swing and a miss. Andrew Jones has struck out for the 3rd time today.
He's really in a tough stretch right now. Andrew Jones being dropped down in the lineup. 3 strikeouts here this afternoon. It looks like the slider from Donnelly down and away. So the Red Sox finally get the first out here of the 6th inning. And you see the strikeout leaders in the National League. Dunn, of course, he usually leads the league or is up around the top. Andrew there, and Dan Ugler, the Florida Marlins, with 44.
Dunn setting a major league record with 195 a couple of years back.
That's a lot of punch outs.
That's a lot of strikeouts. Brian McCann struck out in the 2nd inning, and he singled in the 5th, 1 for 2. Further action, the Red Sox pen. Javier Lopez is up. Runner at first goes. The pitch in the dirt. And it's 2-0. Stealing second base, Matt Diaz.
And Red Sox were not holding him on first base. Hinske was playing behind him. And he just gets in a scoring position easy. So that kind of eliminates it, takes away the double play.
In the dirt again, and it's now 3-0 to Brian McCann. On deck, Chris Woodward as the Braves bat here in the top half of the 6th inning. They've gotten their first run of the day. And an RBI single for Matt Diaz. There's a strike, 3-1 now to McCann. McCann last year finished the year at 24 homers and 93 runs batted in. As he takes ball 4 this time, this will load the bases with 1 out here in the 6th inning. This is the second walk given up by Red Sox pitching as Gabbard over 5+, walked just 1.
And it looks like Woodward has been called back because of the dugout. And a left-handed pinch hitter will be coming out on deck. I think it's Salty, Don.
Jared Saltalamacchia you're talking about, Jerry?
Yep.
We saw a lot of Saltalamacchia yesterday, and here is Jared Saltalamacchia. A bases loaded situation with 1 down. Had a couple of hits in the first game yesterday, the day-night doubleheader. Nails it foul into the Red Sox dugout. A lot of stuff getting in that dugout lately, last night and now today. Saltalamacchia called up from Double-A Mississippi to Atlanta earlier this season. May 6th pick up his first hit in the majors. As he fouls it off and finds himself down 0-2. Sitting at 309 at Double-A. With 6 homers and 13 RBIs at the time of the call-up. Entering the season, even though he was at Double-A, he was listed by Baseball America as the Braves' top prospect. And by virtue by his last name, 14-letter last name, it's the longest in Major League history. Braves' first-round draft choice in 2003, waiting on the 0-2 pitch. And the dirt doesn't chase, and it's 1-2 to Saltalamacchia.
As a right-hander has joined Lopez out in the Red Sox bullpen. We saw Mirabelli running out to the bullpen to get an extra catcher out there. Kyle Snyder.
Bases loaded for the Braves. Another ground ball foul, this time off the front fencing of the Red Sox dugout.
Red Sox dugout's had about enough of Salty pulling the ball in their direction and pointing to put it in play.
Jeff Francoeur at third base, Matt Diaz at second base, Brian McCann at first. With 1 out here in the top of the 6th, the run already in for Atlanta. Outside, and it's 2-2. Scott Thorman waiting on deck. The 2-2 pitch. Ball 3. It's a full count. Saltalamacchia is down 0-2, but it's a full count now.
And Donnelly tried to put him away on a splitter, but not getting it close enough to be tempting to swing out.
Let's hear for Atlanta to get back into the game. They came into the inning trailing 6-0. Fouled off, and we'll do it again.
From the splitter to the slider that time from Donnelly. Saltalamacchia fouling it off the glove of Varitek. Count stays at 3-2.
7 pitch at bat so far for Saltalamacchia. In on the hands and popped up foul. Racing over is Youkilis, but that'll get back into the seats some 3 rows deep. Well, Donnelly, since coming in, has already thrown 21 pitches as he faces the 4th batter that he's faced since coming in relief of Kason Gabbard. Gabbard is still responsible for Jeff Francoeur, who's at third base. Part of the bases loaded situation right now for the Atlanta Braves. Down the right field line and foul.
Yeah, this is a pretty good at bat. Saltalamacchia is putting on Donnelly. A lot of pitches, a lot of foul balls, running the count deep, 3-2. Bases loaded situation. That fastball pull foul.
A 9 pitch at bat so far, 6 foul balls for Saltalamacchia. Pitch 10 of the at bat coming. Now it's ball 4. He walks in a run from third base. Comes Jeff Francoeur. It's the second Braves run, and we'll close the book on Kason Gabbard, who's now charged with 2 runs in his 5+ innings. It will also close the book, it appears, Brendan Donnelly, as Terry Francona heads to the mound. He's got Lopez and Snyder in the pen, but it'll be Lopez who'll make his way in. We come back to Fenway Park. Now 6-2 Red Sox.
Start your weekend early with Friday Night Fenway, presented by Team Sully Beck.
The sooner we get you into the ballpark,
the sooner we get you into the game.
Every home game Friday, Nesson delivers game day experience that is Friday night at Fenway Park.
So start your weekend early.
At 5:30, it's the new prime time.
Friday Night Fenway, presented by Team Sully Beck.
The Dice Matsuzaka era has officially begun.
Sox Nation's gone global on Nesson. One nation, one network.
Back at Fenway with this game summary is brought to you by local Lincoln Mercury dealers. Jason Varitek in a bases loaded situation in the first, able to give the Red Sox the big lead early. A 3-run triple for the captain as the Red Sox would end up scoring 4 times in that first inning. Red Sox would add a run in the bottom of the 5th inning when Kevin Youkilis hits his 6th home run of the year, wraps it around Pesky's ball on the right field line. And today, Kason Gabbard getting the start for Boston and going the first 3 2/3 without giving up a hit. He ends up giving up 6 hits and 5+ and is charged with a couple of runs, but 7 strikeouts today for the Red Sox left-hander. Well, the Braves are making some noise here in the 6th inning. They've scored 2 runs already. They've got the bases loaded, and the new Red Sox pitcher is Javier Lopez.
This will be appearance number 10 for Lopez. A total of 7 1/3 innings, 6 hits allowed and 3 earned runs. Lopez also worked in game 2 of the day-nighter yesterday. An inning, gave up 3 hits and 3 earned runs himself. Walked 2 and struck out 2.
Pitch runner at first base after Saltalamacchia had a very good at bat, worked the walk with the bases loaded. Here's Kelly Johnson, who played in both ends of the day-night doubleheader. And pinch runs here. Saltalamacchia with a very good at bat. Now Brendan Donnelly leaving after facing a total of 4 batters, of which he gave up a hit and 2 walks and struck out a batter. And a bases loaded situation now for Javier Lopez. Scott Thorman the batter, and a swing and a miss for Thorman.
See from this angle here how much to the side you have to look at as a left-handed hitter, almost looking out toward where the umpire is to pick up the baseball.
On the ground at first, Hensky will go to second base for 1. Return throw to double play. Nicely done. 2 runs in the inning for the Braves at 6-2 Boston.
When you're on the go, you need the convenience, quality, and pricing that you'll always find at Extra Mart. Convenience. Everything you need is priced right and ready to go. Quality. Extra Mart has their own Extra Cafe Gourmet Coffee, delicious Deli Joe sandwiches, and Extra Fuels gasoline. Great prices. Extra Mart features everyday low prices and value specials. All this month at Extra Mart, 32-ounce vitamin water is specially priced at just $2 for $3. In every corner of New England, Extra Mart is just around your corner.
Hi, Lisa. Honey. What's that? Oh, it's a smoothie from Dunkin' Donuts. It has low-fat yogurt, vitamin C. It's a snack you can feel good about. Oh, you're right. I do feel good. I feel so good, I don't even mind that you stole my smoothie. I feel so good, I don't even feel awkward about taking it.
Delicious Dunkin' Donuts smoothies, now in tropical fruit. America runs on Dunkin'.
Stop by Dunkin' Donuts and try the new tropical fruit smoothie in pineapple, banana, and coconut flavor.
Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Bacardi, Verizon, and by LP Weatherbelt.
Well, a big jam getting out of the for the Red Sox here as Lopez gets the ground ball. Hinsky was hit hard, so they had time to turn it over. Cora, and back to Lopez covering first base, getting out of a major jam with the 3-6-1 double play.
Defensive changes for the Atlanta Braves. Martin Prado moves from second base to third base, and now into the game at second base is Kelly Johnson, who pinch ran for Saltalamacchia. And it is Alex Cora leading off against McKay McBride, who came into the game last inning and got the final out of the 5th, as he was able to get Eric Hinsky to pop out to shortstop to end the inning. Cora's 0 for 2. He's grounded out to the right side twice, once to second base, and last time up grounding out to the first baseman, Matt Thorman. Trying to bunt his way on and dropping it foul in behind him.
Most of the time, bunters will, if they're bunting for hit, time it off a fastball. That time he got the curveball from McBride, and Cora fouling off the bunt attempt. Like Cora was trying to drag this ball toward first to second base, and then got the breaking ball. That kind of throws the timing off a little bit.
Fly ball down the left field line over his Diaz towards the seats, leads in and makes the catch. Diaz reaching into the first row of seats to grab that for the first out.
Ended up being a more difficult play than it looked like it was going to be. The dive, and then he hits right under that left armpit up against that wall in foul territory. No regard for the wall at all, did he?
Not at all.
Crashing in to make the catch.
And still feeling it. Scores the first out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll bring up Dustin Pedroia. There is action in the Braves bullpen as Tyler Yates is up. Not yet seen Yates in the series. Dustin doubled in the 2nd inning, came around to score the 5th Boston run of the day. Flied out to center field in the 4th. Hard hit but foul. Caught by the ball attendant down the left field line.
And also a nice play on a sinking line drive. Ball sinking quickly, had to adjust there, bend down, and makes a nice catch.
Action in the Red Sox pen. Kyle Snyder still warming. He was up last inning. Nice job by Javier Lopez to get out of that top half of the 6th inning, getting the double play and being part of the double play as it went 3-6-1 to end the inning. You got the Red Sox out of any further trouble. Braves did get 2 runs in that inning, but it could have been a lot worse. Two and 2 to Dustin Pedroia with 1 out here in the 6th inning. And a full count to the Red Sox second baseman. Top of the Red Sox order, Coco Crisp waiting on deck. Pedroia starting his 31st game of the year at second base today for the Red Sox, as a possible 43 on the year. Pedroia has had 2 errors and 116 chances at second base. 26 games without an error for the Red Sox second baseman. With a foul fly off to the right, and still a full count. He's been settling in offensively as well over the last 11 games, hitting at .400 after a sluggish start. Again, the 3-2 pitch. A check swing foul, this time back into the seats.
A pretty good job by Pedroia, because 3-2, I think he's thinking fastball. He got the breaking ball and able to foul that pitch off. Got a late start on it right there, but he does make contact to see another pitch.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming to Pedroia. And then he hits a high fly ball out towards center field. Andrew Jones puts it away, and there's 2 down in the inning. Let's check back in with Tina Cervasio.
Josh Beckett may be on the DL, but every day he's here at the ballpark early, working out in the bullpen or in the cage behind the dugout there. And manager Terry Francona updates us on Beckett's routine.
He covers the finger as he always does, but he's doing some simulated games. He's doing some inning by inning work just to try to keep what he has now going into his next start. He's doing a great job. They're working hard. I don't think he's going to skip a beat.
And with the rotation set as Wakefield, Tavares, and Schilling against the Yankees, with that off day, everything sort of works out in pace for Beckett to pitch on the 29th of May. He could come back on that day after fulfilling his duties on the 15-day DL. So we'll see. If he doesn't miss a beat, he may be starting Game 2 versus the Indians right here at Fenway on the 29th. That's not guaranteed, but right now it looks like everything's set up for that to work out.
Okay, Tina, well, hopefully that's the case. What a great start for Josh Beckett. Unfortunately, it kind of derails him for now, especially with all the progress he's made this season.
Yeah, if it's only 2 starts, it won't be that bad. You know, last night I was leaving after Game 2. I was in the elevator. I met Josh's dad, who's up from Texas, and his brother. And they watch all our games down in Texas.
Strike to Coco Crisp, and it evens up now at 2-2. Right side. Kelly Johnson just into the game. Throws out Crisp at first base. Red Sox gone in the 6th after 6. 6-2 Boston.
A lot of
Time Warner Cable has great channels in high def included at no extra charge with digital cable, like Discovery, TNT, A&D, and more, all with crystal clear picture and sound. You'll pay a lot extra for those HD channels with satellite. Plus, with Time Warner, you get local network and cable channels in high definition at no additional charge, something the dish companies just can't do. Check out our new HDTV website. Get all the facts on how to go high def with Time Warner Cable.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Silverado. Best when you buy it. Best when you own it. Best in the long run. This is our best truck ever. The all-new Chevy Silverado. And now, get 0% APR on any 07 Silverado half-ton, or get $1,500 total cash back on every Silverado.
Come in today for the #1 selling trucks in Maine.
Zaka era has officially begun. Looking up, it is gone. It's back, and it's very
gone. Red Sox Nation's gone global on Nesson. One nation, one network.
What is Sox Appeal?
Sox Appeal is, I heard it's a reality show.
The show is similar to the dating game.
3 blind dates. 3 blind dates at Fenway Park.
That's a great atmosphere, you know what I mean? It's fun.
And you choose the one that you think is compatible for you.
I mean, that's about it.
Sox Appeal?
Oh, God.
Sox Appeal.
And you're going to have free tickets to the game. What's better than that?
Don't be getting drunk and run around the field and screaming. Please.
Sox Appeal. Do you have it? Log on and show us.
Well, join us tomorrow night for the pregame show starting at 6 o'clock. Dennis Eckersley and Tom Caron will be in the studio. They'll break down the start between Chien-Ming Wang and Tim Wakefield. Eck will also answer some text messages. That's going to be 1 hour before our start at Yankee Stadium. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock, live in HD. Tom Caron and Dennis Eckersley with our pregame show.
And, we'll be looking forward to Monster Monday. It starts at 5:30. Hey, it's Connecticut Day here at Fenway Park, and things have been going well for the Red Sox on top 6-2 as we head to the top half of the 7th inning. New pitcher on for the Red Sox. It's Kyle Snyder.
Snyder making his 14th appearance, a record of 1-0. He worked in Game 1 yesterday against the Braves. Pitched an inning, gave up a hit, no runs. See the overall numbers for Snyder on the season. Appearance number 14.
Good job by Javier Lopez. He was able to induce the ground ball double play that got the Red Sox out of any further trouble in the 6th inning. So Snyder becomes the 4th Boston pitcher of the day. Kason Gabbard going 5+. As this one is fouled off to our right, back and out of play. Action in the Red Sox pen. Hideki Okajima. Martin Prado's called up from the Richmond Braves. 1 for 3 today. He singled in the 5th inning. In the air to left field, sending Ramirez back. Front of the warning track to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 8th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout, a special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the opportunity to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. And enjoying a 6-2 Red Sox lead here into the top half of the 7th inning with one away. Edgar Renteria is 0 for 3 today. Edgar with a strikeout in the first, a strikeout in the fourth, and he grounded out to second base in the 5th inning. Snyder over his last 9 appearances 1-0 with a 0.79 earned run average. Just 1 earned run allowed in 11 in the 3rd innings. For the tall right-hander. Jumps ahead of Renteria down to 1-2.
Well, we think of mostly fastball, curveball, but here's a slider from Kyle Snyder. At this point, it's been a tough offensive afternoon for Renteria.
Ducking out of the way and almost grabbed the corner. This is inside, 2-2. Snyder's been especially tough on left-handers. He's allowed only 1 hit and 22 at-bats against lefties.
It's because of his changeup, Don. He's been throwing that pitch a lot to lefties, and it's been very good for him.
Just missing. Well, it's a full count down.
This time it's the curveball trying to put away Renteria, but missing low.
To left and a base hit right in front of Manny Ramirez. A 1-out single for Renteria. Had been 0 for 3 in the game, but picks up a single here with 1 down.
Well, he finally gets his fastball, and he shoots that fastball in the left field for the base hit. I thought Manny was going to come up and try to throw him out at first.
Always a chance. So 1 out, 1 on, and it'll bring up Chipper Jones, who's been on base a couple times today. Walked back in the 1st inning, popped out to second base in the 4th, and singled and scored in the 6th inning. He's the guy that got it all started for the Braves, who collected a couple of runs in the 6th.
Well, again, they're playing just behind him, but I think now they're going to move Hinske back on the bag, which makes sense. Renteria, of course, a guy that can steal a base, and you just don't want to allow him to walk into second base.
A strike to Jones. Chipper Jones last year limited to just 110 games due to injury, as he was banged up, a lot of leg injuries. And 3 different stints on the disabled list last year for Atlanta. And much healthier this season. Ended up finishing the year hitting at .324, and that reduced 110 games for him. Hitting at .332 against right-handed pitching and .293 against left-handed pitching. On the corner, and it's a ball and 2 strikes down to Chipper Jones. So able to pass Dale Murphy last year for first in hits in Atlanta Braves history with 1,901. Did that back on July 15th last year. In the dirt and gathered by Varitek. No advance for Renteria, and it's 2-2.
Now that's the changeup we were talking about. I think we've seen more of those this year from Kyle Snyder than we did last, and I think that's one of the reasons that success against lefties. This time, of course, not near the strike zone.
Ball missing, and a full count now to Chipper Jones.
Looks like all of a sudden we got rain starting to fall here at Fenway Park. As it's causing a scramble throughout the stands.
Fly ball down the left field line. Manny on the move over towards the stands, and Ramirez makes the catch. Then he went as far as he could and made the grab. And Renteria back to the bag at first, 2 down.
Might have got a beer bath too on that one as he headed over close to the wall. Ramirez with the backhanded catch. I thought I saw some liquids come down. Couldn't tell what type of beverage, but it was something.
Well, 2 down here in the 7th inning. Renteria still at first base, and here's Jeff Francoeur. Inside for a strike. Francoeur loves swinging at first or second pitch and was thinking about it that time, but he takes the strike. Breaking ball grounded by on the mound. Pedroia will go to first with it, and it'll end the inning. 4-3 on the putout. 7th inning stretch time, 6-2 Red Sox. Time for a Sports Desk update with Catherine Tappan.
Thank you, Don. Coming up tonight on the premiere of Sports Desk Lights Out, we'll recap a full Sunday of baseball with special guests Steve Buckley and Nick Cafardo. And you know it's never too early to talk football as Mike Reese stops by to talk about Randy Moss and Tom Brady's new offensive arsenal. All that and much more coming up tonight on Lights Out. We'll send you back out to Fenway Park after this quick break.
Meet Michael Johnson, the world's fastest man. Michael holds the world 200 and 400 meter records. When he turns off the lights at night, he's in bed before the room gets dark. Still got it. Brian, what's up? Hey, Michael, how are you? Moving this quick can make you hot in a hurry. Michael! As the world's fastest man called for Coors Light. Frost Brewed Coors Light. The world's most refreshing beer.
These are from Michael.
Ladies.
Hi, Michael.
It's highly refined. It's imported by the barrel. And it's another thing you shouldn't guzzle while driving. Now Dodge goes the distance with our most fuel-efficient lineup ever. Like Charger with 28 highway miles per gallon. Caliber with 32 highway miles per gallon. And the all-new Avenger SE with 30 highway miles per gallon. Maximize your miles with our most fuel-efficient lineup vehicles ever. Now get 0% financing plus $500 bonus cash on Charger and Avenger.
Ouch! That hurt.
It should. Just $7.99?
We'd be at least $16.99 at one of those hoity-toity stores.
You know I'm all about value.
We'd still be a steal at $12.99.
At my Bob's, you're just $7.99.
How about $9.99?
Nope, just $7.99.
At least we'll be in a nice home in no time.
You don't have to take Bob's word for it. Ask your friends and neighbors who've already bought here.
Come on down.
You can see the Sox on the road with packages from Red Sox destinations. Trips to Arizona and Chicago are still available and include tickets, accommodations, a tour, and a reception with a Red Sox player. Call 877-3-GAME-ON or 617-226-6400 or visit redsox.com/Red Sox destinations today.
Well, we head now to the last half of the 7th inning. It's a 6-2 Red Sox lead, and a new pitcher for the Braves is Tyler Yates.
22nd appearance, first of this series against the Red Sox. A record of 1-0. All those appearances out of the bullpen. 20 strikeouts and 19 2/3. Opponents only hitting 186 against Yates. FW Webb is proud to be the official supplier of plumbing, heating, and cooling supplies for the Boston Red Sox. To learn more about how FW Webb can help you, contact your local professional contractor or visit fwweb.com. FW Webb, we've got it.
We're here at Fenway Park in Boston. Don Orsillo, Jerry Remy, and Tina Sabasio bringing you Boston Red Sox baseball in high definition on Nesson and in Dolby Digital 5.1 surround sound. Well, after a 2.5-hour rain delay here today, the Red Sox and Braves got underway around 4:35. Red Sox got off to the fast start this afternoon with a 4-1 first inning. They got a run in the second, a run in the fifth, enjoyed a 6-0 lead until Atlanta was able to pick up a couple of runs in the sixth. And it is now 6-2 Boston as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Youkilis, Ortiz, and Ramirez. And Youkilis with a lone home run coming in the 5th inning, his 6th home run of the year down that right field line, wrapping it around the pole. Youk about to stand in here to begin things in the bottom of the 7th inning. Youkilis enjoying interleague play, at least against Atlanta. He's enjoyed success, leads it off here. Then Ortiz and Ramirez in the 7th inning against Tyler Yates. McKay-McBride went an inning and a third, giving up no hits, no runs, didn't walk anybody, didn't strike anybody out. As he retired all 4 batters he faced in relief of Tim Hudson. Roughed up today to the tune of all 6 Red Sox runs over his 4 2/3. As Youkilis fouls it off to the right and is down 0-2. Tyler Yates signed as a minor league free agent by the Braves in May of last season. 56 games for the Braves last year, was 2-5 and a 3.96 ERA. He previously pitched in the major leagues for the New York Mets. Did it go? No, says Eric Cooper, first base umpire. Yates missing all of 2005 as he had surgery to repair a torn right rotator cuff. Missed the entire year. After making his major league debut in 2004 for the Mets. 2-2 now to Youkilis.
And it looks like he's bounced back pretty well from that surgery. That last fastball at 95 inside to Kevin Youkilis.
Check swing foul to the backstop. Still 2-2 to Youkilis. David Ortiz waiting on deck. Then Manny Ramirez here in the 7th inning. Full count. To right field, Frank Court over, and that's in for a hit. Jumps up into the first row of seats. A ground rule double for Youkilis. He gets his 3rd hit. He is now triple shy of hitting for the cycle.
Well, going that opposite field today, that way for the home run and now for the double. So Youkilis has been on base all 4 times today. He's got a walk mixed in. And it spins up into the stands for the leadoff ground rule double here in the 7th inning. So that average continues to climb for Kevin Youkilis with his 3-for-3 day today. And right now, Youkilis at 340.
Ortiz grounds it foul.
340 batting average for Youkilis now would put him tied for 4th in the American League. You know, leads the American League in hitting?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Jorge Posada.
Wow.
386. Jeter second. Ordonez, Guerrero, and Youkilis.
What has been a tough beginning for the Yankees, Posada really has been off to a terrific start as Ortiz takes a strike 0-2. Check swing foul, 95, and a fastball from Yates. And it's still 0-2 to Ortiz. Youkilis starts off the bottom of the 7th with a double to right. Now Yates dealing with David Ortiz. He went around, according to home plate umpire Chad Fairchild, who rings him up for the first out of the inning.
No argument from David Ortiz. His fastball up and away. And pretty clear by that swing, and probably more clear from here that yes, Ortiz did go around.
So 1 out, Youkilis at second base, and here's Manny Ramirez, who was 0 for 3 in the game. Did he go? Yes, says Eric Cooper. Right side. Kelly Johnson at second base, a bobble. And he's able to get Manny by a lot. And he's not running terribly hard. And there's 2 down. On to third goes Youkilis.
Right fielder, 7, J.D.
For a two-way, and it brings up J.D. Drew, who's walked and singled, wrapped around a ground out to second base. Red Sox scored 4 times in the first inning. A 3-run triple by Jason Varitek. They grab a run in the second inning. David Ortiz in the game with a double as part of that first inning as J.D. Drew takes a pitch inside.
I think one of the biggest plays in this game is that 3-6-1 double play in the 6th. That bases loaded situation. Lopez gets the ground ball. The Red Sox get out of that inning with only the 2 runs.
The Braves are starting to get it together and mount a comeback as this is lifted in the air to center. Andrew Jones camped underneath. Makes the catch. It ends the inning. We played 7. It is 6-2 Boston.
$10 million, $12 million, just buy it. Ticket to Philadelphia?
Hey, last minute fare, that'll be $900. One way.
Larry? Yep, we're changing airlines.
Even our last minute fares are affordable at Southwest Airlines.
Fly nonstop from Manchester or Providence to Philadelphia for just $49 one way. Purchased by May 31st.
You are now free to move about the country.
Imported Amstel Light.
You can lean on me.
Live tastefully.
It's the way our vehicles come together that sets us apart. Well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on a Sebring sedan for $199 a month. Chrysler, engineered beautifully.
For WB Mason Extra Innings with Tom Caron and Dave McCarty. You'll get all the analysis and reaction from Kason Gabbard's performance this afternoon, plus live coverage of Terry Francona's press conference from the interview room here at Fenway. It's all right after the game in high definition on Nesson.
6-2, the Red Sox on top as we head to the top half of the 8th inning. And the Red Sox bring on Hideki Okajima.
For the 20th time this season, in 20 2/3, 9 hits allowed, only the 1 earned run. That coming on a home run in the first outing he made in Kansas City. 4 walks, 23 strikeouts. Last time Okajima worked was game 2 of that Detroit day-nighter, and he picked up the save in that game, pitching an inning.
Kyle Snyder worked the 7th inning, gave up a hit as he went the inning for the Red Sox. That was it. They sit to Edgar Renteria, was able to work his way around it. And the Red Sox, with a 6-2 lead, have Okajima into the game. He's pitched 19 2/3 scoreless innings in his last 19 outings, only issuing 7 hits in the 19 2/3 for Terry Francona. The Red Sox with a chance to take 2 out of 3 today and continue what has been very good for them in interleague play over the last couple of years. Red Sox taking 16 of 18 opportunities last year in interleague play, including sweeping these Atlanta Braves. Matt Diaz leads it off here in the top of the 8th. Couple of hits today, 2 for 3.
A couple of hits for Diaz, an RBI, and also a nice catch out in left field this afternoon, crashing into that wall in foul territory.
The hits for Diaz, both singles, and an RBI for him now, 8 RBIs on the season. Opposite foul over into the Braves dugout. John Lester last night in a rehab stint for the Pawtucket Red Sox. Look at his line as he faced the Ottawa Lynx. With 3 2/3, giving up a hit, no runs. Walked 1 and struck out 2. And they said he would be held to around 55 pitches. He ended up with a total of 48 pitches in 3 2/3. So Lester making his way back as this one fouled off to the right, back into the seats.
Now the cramp in the forearm is kind of set him back a little bit. He was moving in that direction. Was scheduled to go, what, 100 pitches, I think, in the game that he got hurt in?
At that point, he had reached that, yeah.
And the Red Sox being very cautious, of course, with that injury. And now back pitching again.
Inside to Diaz, and it's 2-2. One-handed batters against Okajima, hitting at just 159. 7 for 44 so far against Okajima. Diaz grounds a foul ball outside of third. Diaz, who had played in Tampa Bay with the Devil Rays in 2004 and one in 2005, enjoying his first season last year in Atlanta. And he had 327 in 124 games for the Braves, 7 homers, 32 runs batted in. Into left field, a base hit. The third hit of the game for Matt Diaz.
And the play we were talking about, a big play in the game back in the 6th inning with the Thorman at the plate and Lopez on the mound. Hard hit to Hinske. A 3-6-1 double play. That put the Red Sox out of a big jam and kept only 2 runs on the board for the Braves at that time, where they had a chance to really do some serious damage.
Andrew Jones. With a swing and a miss, he's had a tough day, striking out 3 times, all 3 times swinging.
That first pitch, okie dokie to him, the splitter.
Quickly down 0-2.
Back-to-back okie dokies. Off speed enough to have Andrew Jones way out on his front foot.
Fourth time today, Andrew Jones is down by way of the K.
3 straight okie dokies to Andrew Jones. 3 straight split-fingered fastballs. And makes quick work of Andrew Jones. 4 strikeouts on the afternoon for Jones. And he just, right now, looks all messed up.
There was some question as to whether Andrew Jones would even be in the starting lineup today for Atlanta. They had a couple of different lineups, and if Jones was to play or not to play, and I bet you Andrew wishes he did not play today. 4 strikeouts for the Atlanta center fielder, and there's 1 away here in the 8th. Ryan McCann, the batter. Atlanta catcher has been aboard twice today. After striking out in the 2nd, he singled and walked. Now Diaz held on by Eric Hinske with 1 out here in the 8th. Up the middle and into center field for McCann. Diaz will stop at second base. And the Braves have runners at first and second now with 1 down.
After a very slow start offensively this afternoon, the Braves have started to pile up some hits here later on in the ball game. Splitter again from Okajima, but this time McCann right on it. Line shot up the middle.
Rafael Soriano is up in the bullpen now for the Braves. Not yet seen him in the series. The former Seattle Mariner.
Well, we've seen them all except Soriano and Bob Wickman, their closer.
Ray Johnson takes the strike. Came into the game defensively and actually came into the game to run for Salta Lamakia. He pinch hit for Woodward and walked. And Kelly Johnson ran for him. Pitch a strike to Johnson, and it's 0-2.
Back to the curveball from Okajima. That's the pitch that had the great reputation over in Japan. And since being here, he's added that very good splitter, which has made a huge difference.
Back to the breaking ball, and it's grounded to Cora. Falls, goes to second for one, on to first. They get the first one, but not the second one. As Cora was on the knees, coming up and firing quickly to force out McCann at second base.
Well, Cora there kind of, I don't know if he slipped or slid on purpose to get to that ball. It was hit hard. And of course, he's off balance from his knees, makes the throw, and Pedroia tries to turn it over, but not in time to get Johnson at first base.
So 2 down, it's first and third now for Atlanta. And Scott Thorman, the batter. He is 0 for 3 from the number 9 spot in the Braves order. In the dirt, and it's now 2-0. There is action in the Red Sox pen as Jonathan Papelbon starts to warm up. We've seen Brendan Donnelly today, Javier Lopez, Kyle Snyder, and now Hideki Okajima. Left-handed batters against Okajima, just 2 for 25. Chopped. Hinsky on the backhand's got it, and he'll finish the inning himself. The Braves strand the pair. We head to the bottom of the 8th, 6-2 Red Sox.
Toyota's 50th anniversary celebration is on now with the biggest Toyota selection in history. Check out the rugged FJ Cruiser or the spacious Tundra Crew Max. Or Tacoma with its bulletproof reputation for reliability. And right now you can save on a fuel-efficient Tacoma with $500 cash back. Or you could save on the adventure-seeking Go-Anywhere Toyota 4Runner with $1,500 cash back. Toyota's 50th anniversary celebration ends June 4th. See your New England Toyota dealer now.
The wait is over. Olympia Sports' biggest footwear sale of the year is happening right now. Buy 1 pair of brand name athletic footwear, get a second pair of equal or lesser value for only half price. This sale ends soon, so get it at Olympia Sports today.
My neighbor drove all over town to find the best deal on a cell phone. I just logged on to Let's Talk. They make it easy to compare plans from all major carriers and find cell phone deals that are much cheaper than retail.
Like the hot BlackBerry Pearl with music and video player, a $369 value, yours free after mail-in rebate and new calling plan.
Let's Talk has the best prices, the best plans, and the most free phones guaranteed.
Log on to 25letstalk.com or call now to order your BlackBerry Pearl. Let's Talk, the smarter way to shop for cell phones. So log on or call now.
Stay in the game with an hour of post-game coverage on NESN. It's your post-game all-access pass with WB Mason's Extra Innings and Granite City Electric's Extra Innings Extra.
Tune in to NESN tonight as Catherine Tappan wraps up your sports weekend with Sports Desk Lights Out, presented by FW Web. Catherine will have a recap of the day in sports with highlights, analysis, and discussion beginning tonight and every Sunday at 11:25 in high definition. The weekend isn't over until it's lights out.
6-2, the Red Sox on top as we head to the last half of the 8th inning. And the new pitcher for Atlanta, the 4th pitcher of the day, it's Rafael Soriano.
His 21st appearance. He's worked 19 2/3, 17 strikeouts in that span. Opponents only hitting 119, as we mentioned, is the first appearance of this series against the Red Sox. He did work against Washington back on the 15th. So stay tuned after the game for Granite City Electric Extra Innings Extra with Tom Caron and Dave McCarney. You get complete post-game reaction from the Red Sox clubhouse, including the manager's assessment in Terry's Take with Tina Sabasio, plus a preview of the 3-game series in Gotham beginning tomorrow night against the Yankees. It's all after the game in high definition and it's only on Nesson.
Rafael Soriano, acquired by the Braves from the Seattle Mariners, exchanged for a pitcher the Red Sox faced earlier this season, Horacio Ramirez. Part of the deal that brought Rafael Soriano to Atlanta on December 7th of this past offseason. Soriano spending his entire career with the Mariners. And 53 appearances last year. Had a 1-2 record, but a 2.25 ERA. There were 15 runs allowed in 60 innings pitched for Rafael Soriano. And he had 65 strikeouts in 60 innings. His 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike to Jason Varitek. The big triple in the first inning. To knock in 3 Red Sox runners. And a single in the 5th. And he was 2 for 3 today. There's Hinske on deck. Up foul off to the left. As moving over is Prado, but that will get back into the seats.
Plus, a lot of this crowd has left Fenway Park the late start because of the rain delay, and only 7:25 on a Sunday evening. I'm sure most didn't expect to be here at this time this afternoon or this evening, including us.
Popped up foul off to our left. Varitek strikes out and a pitch down and in for the first out here in the bottom of the 8th.
Now, Soriano has good stuff. We saw that, of course, in the American League. Here he goes to the slider with 2 strikes against Varitek. Again, in that blind spot for a left-handed hitter, you see it. And then when it breaks in off the plate, you lose it.
One down for Eric Hinske. A single to knock in a run back in the first inning, picking up his 5th RBI of the season.
Hinske's had a pretty nice day at first base. He started that 3-6-1 double play, made that play in the last inning.
Getting a chance to play a little more regularly over the last couple of days with the day-night doubleheader against the Tigers and the day-night doubleheader yesterday. Back in there today, so a little bit more time lately. Probably feeling a little more comfortable as a result of having some more time. It's always been a bit of a battle for Terry Francona, especially early in the season when Hinske was sitting for long periods of time.
Francona made it clear that with all these day-night doubleheaders and everything that's going on this week, that he was going to use everybody and give some people some time off. And today, for example, Lugo not in there, Mike Lowell with the day off.
We've talked about the depth of this team a great deal, and it does appear that this team is extremely deep, and all you have to do is look at the Red Sox record in these games over that stretch. They took both ends of the day-night doubleheader against the Tigers. They took yesterday's first game, dropping last night, and have a very good chance of taking this game today with a couple of guys off.
Now you can plug in a Cora, a Hinske. You know, you've got some depth. You've got some veteran guys that know how to play the game.
A strike to Cora, and it's a ball and a strike after back-to-back strikeouts for Rafael Soriano. Braves are actually out hitting the Red Sox now. They get 10 hits. Red Sox with 9, but it's Boston on top 6-2 as Cora to center field. Late break for Andrew Jones, but he's got plenty of time to recover. And it's a 1-2, 3/8 inning. We head to the 9th with Boston on top 6-2, and Papelbon will be on.
Like when I met her, dice are hot.
Like the names they got.
Non-stop fun.
All in one.
What a thrill!
Hey, I just won.
We're closer than we can recall. Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all. Foxwoods.
Have you driven a
Have you driven the all-wheel drive Fusion? It beat out Camry and Accord in performance, handling, and styling. No wonder it's the fastest growing car in its segment. How about Ford Edge, the coolest crossover to hit the streets, with a class-exclusive Vista roof and best-in-class horsepower. Right now, lease a Ford Fusion for just $199 a month or an Edge for just $269. See your local Ford store today.
What if everyone checked their washrooms every half hour? Irving does. We inspect and clean our washrooms every 30 minutes. Being obsessed with making things better for you? That's my what if.
Boston Red Sox baseball is brought to you by Ford, Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network, Chrysler, Coors Light, your New England Dodge dealers, and by Southwest Airlines. Six to 2. The Red Sox on top as we head to the top half of the ninth inning, and Jonathan Papelbon into the game.
Well, Papelbon making his 15th appearance. He's been off for a while. His last save came against the Tigers in game 1 of that day-night doubleheader. That was on the 17th. Had a couple of strikeouts in an inning. You know, we saw that Connecticut flag. You know, Connecticut's so big. Not only do they get Connecticut Day, but now they get Connecticut Night here at the ballpark.
Good point. Well, Papelbon ready to face what will be the top of the Atlanta Braves order in the inning. And a 4-run advantage here, so a non-save situation, but he can wrap it up. As Okajima worked the 8th inning, a couple of hits in that inning. No runs. He did not walk anybody. Struck out a batter, and Papelbon becomes the 6th pitcher of the day for the Red Sox. Martin Prado, who was 1 for 4 today, a single back in the 5th, gets it started in the 9th inning for Atlanta. The 0-1. Just off the outside edge, a ball and a strike. 94 miles per hour that time for Papelbon. Seems like a long time ago, but Kason Gabbard, the starter here today, 5+ innings, giving up the 2 runs the Braves had. He left with those runners on, and they were allowed in. Brendan Donnelly, a couple of inherited runners allowed by Donnelly. Hold off to the right, and it's 1-2.
Do we have another game after this one, or
no? This is it for
it's
a
only
change.
one today?
Yeah, just one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'd like a second one, though. I'm starting to get used to these day-night doubleheaders.
Yeah, 3-hour wait between games. Go get them again.
Right. One and two, the count to Prado. Stays alive as he fouls it back. Well, we mentioned we had not seen Bob Wickman yet. He is up in the pen throwing. Hoping the Braves can come back here, just getting some work out there in the pen. A closer for the Braves, who spent time in the DL this season.
Yeah, up a back tendonitis just recently coming off the disabled list.
side, 2-2. The last 4 games, Papelbon has pitched 4 scoreless innings with 3 saves after his first blown save on May 1st. 6th in the AL with 11 saves as he strikes out Prado to begin the 9th.
Papelbon now with 20 strikeouts in 14 2/3 innings as he blows the fastball by Prado.
One down for Edgar Renteria. And the Red Sox shortstops 1 for 4 today, a single in the 7th inning. One of the 10 hits the Braves have here today, out hitting the Red Sox, but trailing by 4 runs. Papelbon coming into this outing, striking out 19 of 55 batters. And 19 of his 43 outs coming via the strikeout. 44% of his outs are strikeouts. Out to right center, well placed. Dropped in between the triangle of Pedroia, Crisp, and Drew. And Renteria collects his 2nd hit of the day.
It looked like the only guy that had a chance was maybe Pedroia with the over-the-shoulder catch, but just drops in between 3 guys for the base hit for Edgar Renteria. Actually jammed there by Papelbon. Tough play for the Red Sox second baseman and a long way to go.
1 out, 1 on for Chipper Jones. Walked in the 1st, popped out in the 4th, singled and scored in the 6th, and fouled out in the 7th inning. Late on the cut as Papelbon gets the fastball by him. Here goes Renteria at first as again gets it by him, and it's 0-2. Defensive indifference.
Hinsky playing behind, of course. Renteria takes the bag. It's a fastball thrown right by Chipper Jones at about 95.
The 0-2 pitch. Got him. Wow. He just kept going up and up and up, and that time climbing the ladder. 95 in the fastball. Jones can't catch up on either of the 3 swings and strikes out.
That's a great example of climbing the ladder, as you mentioned, Don, all with the fastball against Chipper Jones. 2 strikes, go upstairs, up above the belt.
Oh, just high, higher, and highest. And there's 2 down. It's very good. I like that. Jeffrey Core with 2 outs. Broken back into right center field. It drops in. Renteria around from second base will score. And Papelbon allowing a run here in the 9th inning as the Braves now cut the Red Sox lead in half at 6-3.
Now what a series Frank Cura has had here at Fenway Park. 3 more hits today. Swinging again at that first pitch, breaking his bat, but picking up the base hit to drive in a run. Drives in his 34th run of the season.
What a series for Frank Core as he drives in yet another run. And is at first base with 2 down. Here's Matt Diaz. He was 3 for 4 today from the number 5 spot. Lined over the glove of Dustin Pedroia into center field, and up to second base goes Jeff Francoeur on the single for Matt Diaz.
Well, all of a sudden they have the tying run come into the plate. First breaking ball there thrown by Papelbon. It's a slider. And Diaz all over it with the line drive up over Pedroia. Picks up his 4th hit of the afternoon.
And you have the very dangerous Andrew Jones at the plate. He's not been dangerous today. He has struck out 4 times in the ball game. He is the potential tying run as he stands at the plate. And takes ball 1 from Papelbon. All 4 times Jones striking out, all swinging. Inside, and now Papelbon falling behind 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. This is the 6th batter that Papelbon has faced. He's thrown 16 pitches since coming in. And has 2 outs in the 9th inning. Breaking ball, and a swing and a miss. Baffled that time was Andrew Jones, 2-2.
Totally fooled there, expecting a fastball, and got the slider from Papelbon. And back on his heels with that swing was Andrew Jones.
2-2 with 2 down in the 9th. Hey, struck him out. Andrew Jones strikes out for the 5th time today. For the first time in his career, a 5 strikeout day. And Jonathan Papelbon wraps it up for the Red Sox, who win it 6-3 and take 2 out of 3 from the Atlanta Braves. Quite a victory here today, and it started off very quickly for the Red Sox. A 3-run triple back in the 1st inning for the captain. And the Red Sox in impressive fashion today, winning it 6-3 after a 2-hour and 30-minute rain delay at Fenway Park, as the Red Sox start this interleague schedule off great, taking 2 out of 3 from the Braves. WB Mason's extra innings right around the corner, so stay with us. Trent will be back here at Fenway right after this.
We go nonstop too. Introducing Southwest Airlines' new nonstop service from Providence to Fort Lauderdale. Fly nonstop to Fort Lauderdale for just $69 one way. New nonstop service starts June 4th.
You are now free to move about the country.
I know you like me. I know you do. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was far like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was far like me? Don't you?
Hello.
Mrs. Anderson, this is Mark Brown. I'm from the collections department of...
Hi. Listen, I'm sorry I haven't made my payment yet. I'll get it in as soon as I can.
Maybe you should call In Charge. They'll work with you and come up with a solution that's right for you.
When life hands you a little more than you can manage, call In Charge Debt Solutions. We're a nonprofit company that puts people back in control by helping them manage their debt. We'll stop the collection calls, and we'll help lower your interest rates, so you'll have one affordable monthly payment. Call In Charge today.
Well, the Red Sox take the series and they win this game 6-3. The play of the game is brought to you by Foxwoods Resort Casino. And early in the ball game, Jason Varitek with 2 out in the 1st inning, a 2-out triple, a drive in 3 runs. That kind of set the tone early for the Red Sox as far as getting to Hudson, who's been one of the best in the National League this season.
So the Red Sox win today's game 6-3 to wrap up the homestand. For Jerry Remy and Tina Cervasio, I'm Don Orsillo saying good afternoon from Fenway. Visit NESN.com where New England sports live online. This has been a presentation of NESN, New England's most watched sports network. It's time now for Tom Caron at the NESN HD Television Center. TC.
Dio, thanks very much. The Red Sox had to wait out the start of this one. They didn't get it going until after a 2.5-hour rain delay, but once they did, they made quick work of Tim Hudson. 4 runs in the first, and they ride it to a 6-3 win, taking 2 out of 3 from the Atlanta Braves. Now it's off to New York. Dave McCarty and I break down the weekend for you and set the stage for 3 in the Bronx. WB Mason's Extra Innings coming up next.
Captioning provided by Finagle Bagel, Boston's best sandwich, soup, salad, and of course Bagel Cafe, with 20 locations in Eastern Mass.
If you owe over $10,000 to the IRS or state, call American Tax Relief for a free consultation. We've helped thousands of Americans settle their tax debt for a fraction of what they owed.
Once we hired American Tax Relief, the IRS stopped contacting us. That was an immediate relief.
And they settled our tax debt for a fraction of what we owed.
If you owe over $10,000 to the IRS or state, we can help you settle for less, maybe a lot less.
Call 800-294-1563 for your free consultation.
Bob's Discount Furniture gives birth to a new age in leather, purchasing direct from factories all over the world. Buying a leather living room will never be the same.
It's a new age in comfort. Genuine leather everywhere you sit, with not 1, but 2 recliners. Need even more? The matching love seat with 2 recliners. Both pieces with genuine leather and 4 recliners, only $9.99. Bob can't be beat. He won't be beat. No way, no how. It's a new age.
Ford F-150. We're sorry. You can't match Dodge Ram 1500's available 345 horsepower Hemi V8. And Chevy, Toyota, we're sorry Ram Mega Cab is bigger and roomier than your Silverado and Tundra. And since Ram is the longest lasting, most durable family of full-size trucks, we'll be apologizing to the competition for a long, long time.
Biggest, baddest, boldest. See the New England Dodge Boys for a test drive today.
Busy day for the grounds crew as these guys spent the whole weekend trying to keep this field in tip-top shape, and hats off to Dave Mello and the crew because the Red Sox did get their 3 games in with the Braves over the weekend, taking 2 out of 3, wrapping up a 10-game homestand with Kason Gabbard on the mound today, his first Major League appearance of 2007, pitching against the good one, Tim Hudson, but the Red Sox get to him early. Bases loaded, 2 outs, the clutch 3-run triple for Jason Varitek. David Ortiz, Maynard Ramirez, J.D. Drew all scored 3-0. Sox take a 4-0 lead after 1. And then with a 5-0 lead here, Gabbard dealing, he gets Andrew Jones to end the inning. A tough day for Andrew Jones. More on that in a bit. Kevin Youkilis adding to the lead here in the 5th. With a leadoff homer, just sneaks around Pesky's pole in right field. 6th of the year for Youk, who extended his hitting streak to a career-high 13 games. And the crowd loving every minute of it. Now the base is loaded and 1 out. Javier Lopez comes in after Brendan Donnelly struggled, but he gets a 3-6-1 double play. And Lopez gets the Red Sox out of the jam. A little bit of trouble for Jonathan Papelbon in the 9th. He gives up 3 hits, but he strikes out 3, including Andrew Jones, with 2 on and 2 out to end the game. The 5th time in the game that Andrew Jones strikes out. And the Red Sox win at 6-3. Welcome inside our NESN HD Television Center, everyone. Tom Caron along with Dave McCarty. WB Mason's Extra Innings on the air. The original lineup had Andrew Jones in it. Then they had him out. Then they had him back in. Maybe he should have stayed out.
Probably should have.
5 strikeouts. First time in Andrew Jones' career. Clearly, he is either A, battling that injury a little bit, or B, just totally in a funk right now.
Well, he looks like he's completely lost at the plate right now. You see he's got no timing. His load is off. He's swinging at the ball before he even sees what pitch it is and where it's going to be located. he's clearly just completely lost.
2 of those strikeouts coming with Kason Gabbard on the mound. And, you know, you don't want to say anything like they stole this game because Kason Gabbard pitched well last year. But you come in here against Tim Hudson and Kason Gabbard, you're hoping for maybe 5 good innings out of the guy, 5 serviceable innings. He pitched 5 very good innings today.
He did, and like you said, you look at that game on paper, the matchup ahead of time, and you think Tim Hudson, you know, it's going to be a tough one, but that's why you play the game. And Kason Gabbard came out, located his fastball well, had a good changeup, and had an outstanding curveball today.
And he mixed it all together over 5 strong innings, pitched into the 6th, but a couple of hits to start the 6th inning, and you can see why they thought Gabbard could have some success today. His ERA after this one performance, 3.60, and kind of interesting to watch the way the 5th inning went as an example of Kason Gabbard. He had a little bit of a trouble there in the 4th inning also. A couple of hits in the 4th, couple of hits in the 5th, but each time getting out of trouble. And again, in the 4th inning, after giving up a couple of singles in the 4th, he gets Andrew Jones to end it, but he didn't give up a hit until there were 2 outs in the 4th.
Yeah, I mean, he had really good stuff today. He was attacking the strike zone, and, you know, I think that Tech getting that big hit, them jumping out to a lead, took a lot of pressure off of him, and you could really see, just like Tito said in the pregame, this guy's not afraid of anybody. He attacks the zone. He goes after major league hitters.
You know, we talked about that stat. What was Tim Hudson, 85-1 when he got a 3-run lead? Well, Kason Gabbard was happy to get that lead off Tim Hudson. It came in the 1st inning. We talked last night when the Red Sox had 2 on and 1 out against John Smoltz. Sometimes you get an early opportunity against an ace, and if you don't make the most of it, you may not get another chance. Today, they made the most of it.
Yeah, you know, you have a situation like today where, you know, there's the rain delay, and so it might have taken Hudson a little longer to get into his rhythm. And a guy like that, you've got to take advantage of it when you get him on the ropes early, jump out to a lead, put some pressure on him, and try to keep him from getting some momentum built up so that he can cruise.
4 hits in that 1st inning along with a walk to J.D. Drew. That loaded the bases. And 2 outs, nobody in yet. Jason Varitek delivered with the 3-run triple, and then Eric Hinsky adding a little to it with an RBI single of his own. So the 2-out production, we talked a lot about the Braves, who led the National League in 2-out RBI to the Red Sox with that 2-out production today.
Yeah, the clutch 2-out RBIs are huge.
And the Red Sox used them early on, and not a lot of scoring for Boston after that. 4 in the 1st, they had 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 5th, and they wind up winning this game by a final of 6-3 as Kevin Youkilis came in the game today and extended his hitting streak. Now 3 for 3, hitting .340, and we can stop joking. They're going to have to start a write-in campaign for the All-Star game.
They're going to have to. The way he's swinging the bat, you know, he's hitting for power now, driving in runs, getting on base.
Had a single in the 1st, the solo homer around the pole in the 5th inning, and a double in the 7th. 3 for 3 as his hitting streak keeps on rolling. Kevin Youkilis had an outstanding day at the plate, and the Red Sox take 2 out of 3. They wrap up a 7-3 homestand. Now they head to New York as they will play 3 down in the Bronx. Yankees just about to get started with the New York Mets as they wrap up their Subway Series. Right now we wrap our coverage from the ballpark. Let's go back to Tina Servasio at Fenway.
Tom, still more to come from Fenway Park as the Red Sox beat the Braves 6-3 and win their first interleague series of the 2007 season. I'll go one-on-one with manager Terry Francona. We'll break down Kason Gabbard's call-up start. You'll also get post-game reaction from the Red Sox clubhouse, and we'll see what the Red Sox are thinking as they head into New York to face the Yankees with right now an 11-game lead over their rivals. Plus, you'll hear from Kevin Youkilis after that pesky-esque home run around the right field pole. But now we send it back to our NESN Television Center and see what Catherine Tapman has in store on Sports Desk later on tonight.
It's your world, it's your life, it's your freedom that drives you.
Buy a brand new 2007 all-wheel drive Subaru Outback, the best-selling wagon in America, priced $2,800 less than last year. Get an additional $1,500 cash back or 1.9% financing, now only $2,695. Or lease an Outback for only $219 per month. Go to NewEnglandSubaru.com for a list of local dealers.
Gotta have to get it. Running out of paper for the big report. Herb Blewett wholeheartedly panics.
I have to get it.
Don't panic, Herb. Just call 1-888-WB-MASON.
I gotta have to get it today.
Call by 11, you'll get it the very same day. Coffee paper, toner, bathroom supplies, even staples. So who do you call when you gotta have to get it today? Who but WB Mason?
Now you see me? Now you don't. Now you see me. Now you don't. What you are seeing is how much farther, wider, and better you'll see with new Silver Star Ultra headlights from Sylvania. Because the next time you see me, I may not be alone. See farther, see wider, see better. New Silver Star Ultra headlights from Sylvania.
Have you heard about the benefits of a reverse mortgage? If you're a homeowner, 62 years or older, and would like to supplement your monthly income, a reverse mortgage could be the key to living comfortably in retirement. U.S. government-insured reverse mortgages allow seniors to convert the equity in their home into cash without having to move or make monthly loan payments. We offer a free information kit and video explaining.
Time to check out our Subaru star of the game, brought to you by the Subaru dealers of New England. Subaru Field of Freedom, and Kevin Youkilis, as we told you, has been hot. A 3-for-3 afternoon, a double, a home run that added a little bit of insurance. He scored a run and drove in one on the RBI, and now a 13-game hitting streak. He is 25 for 56 over the course of that hitting streak. Uke has been on a tear. He spoke with Tina Cervasio after the game.
Kevin Youkilis, very pesky-esque today with that home run around the pesky pole. But Kevin, Kason Gabbard called up. I mean, you're only a few years removed from those call-up days. How did he answer the call today for you guys?
You know, he used all of his pitches effectively. You know, he definitely used that changeup of his real well. He threw strikes. You know, he got off throwing, I think, went 3-0 the first batter, and then came back and battled. And you know, he pitched well. He pitched unbelievable with using all of his pitches, and had the guys, you know, a little confused, it looked like, with the bats.
Tim Hudson has had a spectacular start to the season until today. How did you guys get to him early?
You know, we just put together some good at-bats. You know, we pieced together some good at-bats, and you know, just we try to battle with them and try to get that sinker of his up. And you know, that one inning we scored, what was it, 3 or 4 runs? I don't even remember, but it was great just to get some runs off him because he's a great pitcher, and it's good to get a win here and head into New York.
Now you're heading into New York, and the Yankees still have to play the Mets tonight, but right now you're heading to Yankee Stadium with an 11-game lead over the Yankees. What is the Red Sox state of mind right now with your hold on the AL East and that big of a lead against your rivals?
For us, it's just playing each day. We can't worry about what's going to happen with the lead. You know, if we play every day, we win it. You know, we go out and play good baseball like we have been. You know, at the end of the year, we'll see what happens. But I think with the way we're playing right now, you know, for us, it's just going out each day, playing each day and not worrying about, you know, what's going to happen in September.
All right, Kevin, good job today.
Thank you.
Back to you, Tom.
Tina, thanks very much. Take a look at Kevin Youkilis' numbers. 4 for 9 over the weekend against the Braves in the 13-game hitting streak. The numbers we told you, a 446 batting average in that 13-game stretch. 3 homers, 14 runs driven in, and 10 runs scored. By the way, it was 5 years ago today that Shea Hillenbrand was, as Tina would say, pesky-esque as he hit a home run around the right field foul pole. That's about as close as it comes. And in fact, I went down and interviewed the family sitting there. We found out because he had 2 tickets. One kid was in fair territory, one kid was in foul territory. And he said it was definitely fair because the kid in fair territory caught the ball. Here's Ukes today. You've been known to use that pole a little bit. It's a little sliver there. You got that little sliver where it just comes right in and is as close as any porch in baseball. Doesn't last long. You got to hook it there.
It doesn't, you're right. But for right-handed hitters, it works out well because you hit a ball down the line like that and it's going to slice for you.
And if the outfielder out there doesn't know the corner at all, you might have one rattle one around. Bill Buckner hit it inside the home run, inside the park home run there once. So good things can happen if you can go the opposite field as a right.
Well, they can. And the way Uke's swinging the bat right now, you saw him pull a single to left his first time up. He hit a home run down the right field line, hit a double to right field. His last 2 home runs in the previous couple games have been to center field. He's using the whole field. He's staying on the ball. He's driving it to all fields. That's all you can ask.
By the way, 30-13 the record now. That matches the best record in the last 60 years and the second best record in the history of the franchise after 43 wins. And they did it with some early offense and some good relief pitching from Javier Lopez. He came into a jam, bases loaded, but he gets the ball back to first base. It's a 3-6-1 double play. Lopez gets over to cover the bag, and the Red Sox get out of that jam. They win at 6-3. We'll hear from the manager in a moment.
There is a rhythm of the seasons, so we've developed styles of beer to accompany that.
We brew Oktoberfest, Winter Lager, White Ale, and right now, there's Summer Ale.
Samuel Adams Summer Ale is a flavorful wheat beer. It has a very nice spice note.
It has a little lemon zest and a historic brewing spice called Grains of Paradise.
It's citrusy.
Lemon. Flavorful, refreshing.
Wow. Sam Adams Summer Ale, it's just something about it. It's like totally reminds you of summer, you know?
Came to spend some time together, reconnect.
Like when I met her, dice are hot.
Like the names they got.
Non-stop fun.
Hole in one.
What a thrill!
Hey, I just won.
We're closer
And we can recall.
Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all. Foxwoods.
Have you heard about the benefits of a reverse mortgage? If you're a homeowner, 62 years or older, and would like to supplement your monthly income, a reverse mortgage could be the key to living comfortably in retirement. U.S. government-insured reverse mortgages allow seniors to convert the equity in their home into cash without having to move or make monthly loan payments. The tax-free proceeds won't affect Medicare or Social Security benefits, and in most cases, you can use the money for almost any purpose you desire, including home improvements, travel, or family gifts. We offer a free information kit and video explaining everything you need to know about a reverse mortgage, including how you can supplement your income using the equity you've built in your home. Wish you could retire, pay off old debts, or just have more tax-free income to do the things you want? You don't have to sell your house, and you don't need to make monthly loan payments. But you do need to take the first step.
Call 800-500-9796.
Oh, we told you, 30-13 the record now, 10.5 game lead over Baltimore right now. It's 11 games over the Yankees heading down to New York. By the way, the Sox 18-3 against the National League since the start of last season. Loving that interleague play of late. Don't let Mondays get you down. Supersizing the Red Sox Monster Monday as we get you ready for the week ahead with big stars, big stories, and of course that big 3-game set with the Yankees down to the Bronx. It all begins tomorrow, and it begins early with Monster Monday right here on NESN at 5:30. Let's go back to the ballpark. Terry Francona just sitting down with the media a bit ago.
It's not an easy day for him. He really kept his composure throughout the delay. You know, he doesn't change his facial expression much anyway, but he stayed ready. It's not an easy thing for anybody to do. And he threw a fastball with a lot of movement, and his off-speed pitches were really effective. And maybe he was fortunate the sun comes out, you know, left-hander with the shadows. It's a good place to pitch, and he took advantage of it. And you know, on a day where we needed some innings, and to get the innings and then have the lead, because we're probably going to have to go to Pap and Okajima anyway, to have the lead was really good.
Terry, how big was the Varitek hit to get everything going, especially after they almost got out of the lead?
Yeah, you know, Hudson is such a good pitcher, having such a good year. And he was trying to establish down, which he always does, and we made him bring the ball up early and got some runs on the board, because with great pitchers, sometimes if you don't get them early and they settle in, you're in for a long day. And he actually, you know, once we got the runs, he started establishing down like he can and getting some quick outs. You know, again, we've been at this ballpark a lot of hours the last couple of days. It's nice to play with a lead. You know what? I'm not sure I really want to find out. You face him enough, he's going to get some win. He's good. He's one of the best competitors I've ever seen. he does everything. He fields his position. He holds runners. He's pretty good. We just talked to Kason after the game and optioned him back to Pawtucket, and he'll jump in on his normal turn. And we recalled Manny Del Carmen just to give our bullpen some. Again, if we need some help, we don't want to get caught short. You know, I think he's been doing pretty well. It's also a sign. Again, we are trying to, like today for me was like an organizational win. You know, we got a kid calling up from Pawtucket and helped us in a big game. And it's nice to have guys you can go to maybe help you for a 10-day stretch. I mean, we're not going to go with 13 pitchers, but just to stay away from a couple of people and still think we have chances to win games will be important. I certainly don't want to do that, but we try through RJ and Mike Hazen to give guys a little bit of a heads up that it can certainly happen. With DeVern, we did tell him. This was a little bit, again, I think he was aware that it could happen. We didn't tell him it was, 100%.
Terry, talk about Eric's turn on that double play.
And the pitch. I mean, at that point in the game, things were getting to the point that we didn't need. We're starting to go through arms, guys that have all pitched last night. They got a ton of base runners. We turn the double play. Javi comes in, makes a pitch, turn double play, and then Snyder goes out and has a good inning. At a point in the game where we needed to quiet things down, those guys did a really good job. It allows us to use Okie and Pap not in the 6th inning, and overextend those guys. They did a really good job.
All right, Terry Francona talking to the media after the game. Obviously, the big news there, Manny Del Carmen being recalled, and DeVern Hansack, who was sent down last night, now will be joined by Kason Gabbard, who's being sent back down after this. Kind of a tough break for Hansack, but right now, with that day off Thursday, a day off a week later, they need more bodies in the bullpen than they do extra starters.
Yeah, they do. And Gabbard just came off throwing 5 innings today, so he wouldn't be useful for the next several days until it would be his normal day to throw his bullpen. Especially going into Yankee Stadium, you want to make sure you got plenty of arms.
Those games always end up being long, drawn-out games. A lot of bullpens, 6 pitchers through in this game today, and you can see what the 2 spot starters did over the last 24 hours, a little less actually. Gabbard today, 5 innings, 6 hits to 2 runs. He left 2 runners on base. They both scored after he came out of the game. Vern Hansack last night came out after he was hit by that line drive. Now Manny Del Carmen comes back up 2-2. His record down at Pawtucket, a 5.03 ERA, 14 appearances with the Paw Sox. Another opportunity for Del Carmen. This organization's been very high on him for a long time, and he has had some chances. Now he gets another chance.
Yeah, and sometimes it's tough when you're a young pitcher. You come in, first they try to take it easy on you and don't put you in any tough situations. Then you start getting slowly put into those situations, and maybe you don't get as much work as you normally would have if you were pitching in the minor leagues, and it can make it tough to really succeed and keep a good streak going at the big league level.
I know he's tough as a young pitcher. His name was in a lot of the trade rumors in the offseason. I know players try to block that out, but it's impossible to block it out, especially when you're a local kid like Del Carmen is.
Yeah, and when you're a young guy too, that can be tough.
Absolutely, but it'll be Manny Del Carmen rejoining the team. His first call up now after the good work today from the starter Kason Gabbard. Jonathan Papelbon wraps it all up with the 9th inning, and the Red Sox win it 6-3.
The other day, my neighbor set out to find the best deal on a cell phone, and so did I. She drove all over town convinced that the big retailers offer the best deals.
No, we're out of that phone.
I just went to my computer and logged on to Let's Talk. They make it easy to compare plans from every major carrier. And Let's Talk is the best way to shop for all the latest cell phones. You can order online or call toll-free for deals you won't find anywhere else.
Like the hot BlackBerry Pearl with music and video player, a $369 value, yours free after mail-in rebate and new calling plan.
Let's Talk is easy, uncomplicated, and their deals are much cheaper than retail. I would like to order that.
Keep your old number or get a new one.
Let's Talk has the best prices, the best plans, and the most free phones, guaranteed.
Free phones and free shipping without leaving home. Why drive all over town when Let's Talk has the best deals around?
Log on to 25letstalk.com or call now to order your BlackBerry Pearl. Let's Talk, the smarter way to shop for cell phones. So log on or call now. Must be 18 or older, major credit card required.
Time Warner Cable has great channels in high def included at no extra charge with digital cable, like Discovery, TNT, A&D, and more, all with crystal clear picture and sound. You'll pay a lot extra for those HD channels with satellite. Plus, with Time Warner, you get local network and cable channels in high definition at no additional charge, something the dish companies just can't do. Check out our new HDTV website. Get all the facts on how to go high def with Time Warner Cable.
It's your world, it's your life, it's your freedom that drives you.
Buy a brand new 2007 all-wheel drive Subaru Forester, Car and Driver's best small SUV for the past 3 years in a row, and get $2,000 cash back plus 1.9% financing. Buy a new Forester for only $19,395. Go to NewEnglandSubaru.com for a list of local dealers.
Feel the freedom, Subaru.
Hey everyone, I'm Catherine Tappan. Make sure you catch the premiere of Sports Desk Lights Out right here at 11:25 tonight. We'll cover all the bases of the Red Sox Interleague Series with the Braves, Game 5 of the NHL Conference Finals between Anaheim and Detroit, and a special edition of Perfect 10. Join myself along with guests Nick Cafardo, Mike Reese, and Steve Buckley on Lights Out coming up tonight. I'll see you then, but right now let's kick it back over to Studio A and Tom Caron.
Thank you, Catherine. We'll be watching the premiere tonight. Right now, watching interleague action. The maybe not natural rivals, but a matchup of last year's World Series. St. Louis at Detroit. Brandon Inge with a 2-run homer off Brad Thomas. 8th homer of the year for Inge, his 3rd in 6 games. Sean Casey still in the 6th with a shot over the head of Jim Edmonds. That's a double. 2-run score, 5-2. Tigers in the lead. Next up, Mike Rabello giving Pudge Rodriguez the day off. And he gets an RBI single here with Casey coming in. The Tigers take a 6-2 lead. They win it 6-3, and after losing 3 out of 4 in Boston, they sweep the Cardinals at Comerica. Battle of Los Angeles. The Dodgers and Angels. Derek Lowe has won his last 3 starts coming into this one. 1-0 Angels in the 5th. Vladdy Guerrero hits one back up the middle. Rafael Furcal makes the play, but the throw off line goes off the glove of Nomar. A couple of runs have come in to score a single and a throwing error on Furcal, and a 3-0 lead for the Angels. Next up, Gary Matthews Jr. That's a base hit and a run scored. That comes off Derek Lowe as well. Orlando Cabrera, all kinds of former Red Sox in this game. Matthews has a hit in 7 of his last 8 games. 4-0 Angels. Francisco Rodriguez on to close it out after Scott Shields gave up a run in the 9th. And he gets the strikeout to end it. 4-1 the final. The Angels take it. Derek Lowe, 8 innings. He gave up 3 earned runs, but he suffers a loss in that 4-1 win for the Angels. And again, the Yankees just about to get underway, going up against the Mets, having lost the first 2 games of the Subway Series. 1 more tonight, and then 3 with the Red Sox beginning tomorrow. Red Sox win today, and you could still be a winner even if you got a non-winning $5 or $10 Red Sox instant ticket from the Mass Lottery. You can turn it into cash with every Red Sox victory. It's the $1 Million Double Play, and you can learn how to play at masslottery.com. Once you've entered, check the site after every Red Sox victory to see if you're a winner. The Red Sox win this one today with 4 runs in the first inning. The big blow, a 2-out, bases-loaded triple that made it 3-0 Sox. They cruise to win at 6-3. We'll hear from the captain in a bit.
Baffled by a strange disease that stretches the arms of people buying copy paper at office superstores, scientists at the W.B. Mason Institute, studying the problem, shocked the world by announcing a cure.
Free same-day delivery.
Call 1-888-WB-MASON by 11. Your copy paper will be delivered by 5. Now, a happy ending is well within reach.
Oh, but W.B. Mason.
The more business you do with your bank, the more you deserve a little VIP treatment, right? With Premier Checking from Sovereign Bank, you'll get special preferred higher rates on CDs and money market savings accounts, plus lower rates on home equity loans. And And you can use any bank's ATMs at no charge. Premier Checking from Sovereign Bank.
We put more into it so you can get more out of it.
It's highly refined. It's imported by the barrel. And it's another thing you shouldn't guzzle while driving. Now Dodge goes the distance with our most fuel-efficient lineup ever. Like Charger with 28 highway miles per gallon. Caliber with 32 highway miles per gallon. And the all-new Avenger SE with 30 highway miles per gallon. Maximize your miles with our most fuel-efficient line of vehicles ever. Now get 0% financing plus $500 bonus cash on Charger and...
All right, time for the Sylvania performance of the day. Kason Gabbard steps up. A career-high 7 strikeouts. Very impressive work in the spot start for Kason Gabbard, who is immediately returned to Pawtucket. 5+ innings, scattered 6 hits, a couple of runs scored after he came out of the game. He walked 1, and he struck out those 7. Still to come, Granite City Electric's Extra Innings Extra highlights. Words from the captain at a preview of 3 at the stadium against the struggling Yankees. It's all coming up next.
Here's an important message for parents. If you or someone you love has taken an antidepressant while pregnant and your baby suffered from either a heart defect or pulmonary hypertension, you may have a claim for a cash settlement and medical expenses. Antidepressants including Paxil, Zoloft, Prozac, and Lexapro have been linked to heart defects and pulmonary hypertension in newborns. If you have taken Paxil, Zoloft, Prozac, or Lexapro, or any other antidepressant while pregnant, and your baby has suffered from either of these defects, call attorney Mark Davis immediately. You may have a claim for a cash settlement and medical expenses. Again, if your baby was injured by antidepressants, call attorney Mark Davis immediately. The call is free and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call Mark Davis now. Operators are standing by.
Are the credit card bills closing in on you?
Sick and tired of the constant struggle just to stay afloat?
Shouldn't this be the year you get a fresh start?
Well, now you can settle your debts with dignity and without bankruptcy.
Get the professional help of the Debt Reduction Law Center and get a fresh start.
I just signed up. They do all the real work.
Better than consolidation or credit counseling, the Debt Reduction Law Center uses the power of legal professionals to settle your debts.
The fact is, it's you versus them. But what's new is, you don't have to face this alone. We can help.
We'll get you an affordable monthly payment.
And settle your debt so you'll have hundreds more each month.
You really should call if you have over 10 grand in debt. Don't put this off. Legal settlement can get you fast, easy debt resolution and let you get back to the important things in life.
Make the call stop, settle your debts, and move on to a better life. For a free consultation, call 800-394-0109. That's 800-394-0109.
Socks appeal. Do you have it? Log on and find out.
Welcome back to our Desert HD Television Center. Tom Karen with you. It's a wrap-up of a 10-game homestand here on Granite City Electric's Extra Innings Extra. And what a homestand for the Red Sox. They win 7 of the 10 games, and right now with 30 wins have matched the best record at this point in the season in the last 60 years, the second best ever in the history of the franchise. They got a win after waiting out a 2.5-hour rain delay today. That's why we're talking to you so late into the evening. A lot of work this weekend for the grounds crew, and they did a tremendous job getting in all 3 games of this weekend series and all 10 games of the homestand. Kason Gabbard called up for the start today, his first major league appearance of the season. Pitched pretty well in 7 appearances last year. And against one of the best, Tim Hudson, his ERA under 2 coming in, but Jason Varitek didn't care about that. A bases loaded 2-out triple gives the Sox a 3-0 lead. They take a 4-0 lead by the end of that inning. Meantime, Gabbard cruising along the lefty. He gets Andrew Jones here to end the 4th inning. He would strike out Andrew Jones twice. Jones would have a 5-strikeout day, first of his career. Kevin Youkilis, meantime, using a pesky pole as he wraps this one around the right field pole. That's a home run. 6th of the year, a 3-for-3 day for Uke in a 13-game hitting streak, the longest of his career. Keeps on rolling. 6th inning now, bases loaded, 1 out. Javier Lopez is, and he gets out of the jam with a 3-6-1 double play. Red Sox end the Braves' threat. Braves are going to go one more time in the 9th now. 6-3-2 on Jonathan Papelbon. The 5th strikeout of the day for Andrew Jones. Papelbon nails it down as they win at 6-3. Not a save situation. He came on with the score 6-2 and gave up a run. Braves out hit the Sox 13-9, but the Red Sox get the win. Told you about Uke's 3-for-3 day. Jason Varitek 2 hits, including that big 3-run triple. Eric Hinsky had a hit and an RBI, and Dustin Pedroia had a hit. It was a double, and he would score a run. 6 different pitchers getting into this one as Gabbard gets it started. Donnelly had some trouble, but Javier Lopez bailed him out. Snyder and Okajima each pitched a scoreless inning, and Jonathan Papelbon gave up 1 in an on-save situation in the 9th. Let's hear from the manager, Terry's take. Terry Francona spoke with Tina Servasio.
Kason,
Yeah, we're good here.
Kason Gabbard pitches into the 6th inning with 7 strikeouts. Terry, he came in with some confidence from his experience last season. How did he give you the start you needed today?
Well, we said all along if his fastball's down, and he commands his off-speed pitches, and his off-speed pitches, especially when the sun came out, the shadows came out. Left-handers in day games in this ballpark are very difficult. He used it to his advantage. He kept him off balance. He got a lot of swings and misses. We wish he would have actually got deeper in the game. It was on a day when we're kind of on fumes, but he did a great job. Then Javi Lopez comes in and gets the double play, and Snyder. Those two, they quieted the game right when we needed it to quiet down.
And how did Okajima and Papelbon eventually following that up?
Again, we're about out of fresh arms. Romero and Pinheiro both last night threw a lot of pitches. We didn't want to go to them. Again, I thought the 6th and 7th there, when they put out, got it quiet, with runners on base, was such a huge part of the game, and then let Okie and Pap do their job.
Tim Hudson is having a great season, really, until today. And you said, well, maybe he'll have one of his worst games today. How did the hitters get to him early?
Early, we made him get the ball up, and we took advantage of it. We got him. Sometimes you can get a good pitcher early because you're not going to get him, and that's kind of what happened. Once he got settled in, he started getting the ball down and getting called strikes, and it's hard to do anything with it. But we made him bring it up early. Made a couple mistakes, and boy, that's all we needed.
All right, Terry, thank you.
Tina, thank you. The Red Sox, we both jumped at that stat. 23-0 when they score 5 runs. That's just tremendous, and that speaks to how good the pitching has been.
Yeah, both the starting pitching and the bullpen. I mean, that's amazing to be able to score 5 runs and have it be an automatic win every time.
And getting the offense, jumping early, I want to say it again. They couldn't do it on Smoltz last night. That opportunity went by the boards. Really, the ability to get to Hudson early, I think, was all the difference because he pitched very well after that.
Oh, it was huge. You get him before he can get into a rhythm and start to really get a feel on the mound. You let a guy like that get it going, he's going to build up momentum, and he'll just start cruising through the order.
That momentum, very important. As the Red Sox head down to New York now for 3 games with the Yankees, you're planning out your kids' summer camps for the summer. I'll tell you about the Jason Varitek baseball camp for boys and girls, ages 7 to 16. It's at Stonehill College in Easton, Mass. This July from the 15th to the 20th. Professional staff, guest appearances by Jason Varitek and other members of the Red Sox. Campers receive team pictures taken with Jason and autographed pictures of Jason. Great instruction, great camp, and a great time. Check it out at rbiacademy.com, 508-543-9595 for the Jason Varitek baseball camp. We'll come back and preview the big showdown between the Sox and the Yanks, 3 in the Bronx beginning tomorrow.
If Granite City Electric can light up Fenway Park, imagine what we can do for your home. Granite City Electric. 5 lighting showrooms, a world of beautiful lights.
Your flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly, offering snacks for sale for $5. Also available, in-flight magazines for $3. If you'd like to rent a pillow or blanket, that'll be $2. You need to use the restroom? That fee's $4. If you need anything else, feel free to push that call button for a minimum fee of $1.
How far are they going to go? For 35 years, Southwest Airlines has offered low fares with no strings attached.
You are now free to move about the country.
I am your idea. Color me. Get me noticed. Make me shout. And stand out. Give me Rico color that always works. I am your idea. Make me brighter. Make me shine. I am your idea. Get me in there. Make it happen. In flying colors. It's you and me, and here we go. With Rico.
Extra Innings Extra is brought to you by Granite City Electric. Nobody knows lighting or electricians like Granite City Electric.
Well, the Yankees just getting underway their game with the Mets. It'll be Tyler Clippard wearing number 80 and becoming the 11th starting pitcher for the Yankees in 43 games. Unbelievable. He goes up against John Maine, 5-1 with a 2.15 ERA. Then the Red Sox roll into town. You can see the matchup. Some good ones. Tim Wakefield, Chin-Ming Wong, Julian Tavares, Mike Mussina, Kurt Schilling, and Andy Pettit. So outside of getting Daisuke Matsuzaka into one of the games, they're really what both teams want with their starting pitching rolling into a series like this. They'll both have good ones on the mound.
Yeah, you've got the three remaining starters of what's left of the shambles of the Yankees rotation going. So, they've given themselves the best possible shot by lining up their starters that way.
And you look at the Red Sox, a big part of the reason they have these 30 wins here, 5-1 against the New York Yankees this season. They faced Chin-Ming Wong on April 29th. David Ortiz had the home run, and then here's my bat, sir. Alex Cora also had a homer against Wong, a 7-4 win. Wong went 6 innings, gave up the 4 runs. That was the 5th time the Red Sox beat the Yankees in the 6 games this season. They've had success against Wong, a 19-game winner last year, but the Red Sox have had some success against him. Why?
You've just got so many weapons in the Red Sox order, so many professional hitters who can hurt you if you make a mistake. There are a lot of guys who maybe do well against other teams, but you face the cream of the crop when you're facing the Red Sox order, and you make a mistake and they make you pay.
At one point yesterday, you talked about how they succeed against Mariano Rivera, relatively speaking, because they see him so much. Is that the case for some of these guys? I mean, somebody like Wong might make 5 starts against the Red Sox in a season. At some point, does the advantage go to the hitters?
It's definitely a factor, and maybe not so much in his first year or two, but now it's certainly getting to the point where you come across these guys, Mussina, Pettit, Wong to a lesser extent, where these hitters have faced these guys several times a year over a period of several years, and it gets to the point where it doesn't matter how good their stuff is. As a hitter, you get used to it.
All right, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Tim Wakefield going up against Wong. Wakefield has had success down at Yankee Stadium. Tonight, NESN's about to change the way you get your Sunday night sports. Turn to the network you turn to all week long. Katherine Tappan here on NESN will wrap up your busy sports weekend in just 35 minutes every Sunday night. It's Sports Desk Lights Out, presented by FW Web, and it premieres tonight at 11:25. The weekend isn't over till it's lights out. Fans are saying it's lights out of the American League East race. We got a long way to go. 43 in the book. 119 to play, but it's nice to be the team sitting atop the standings like the Red Sox are by 10.5.
Well, results, you find some holes. Results are different. I think that early I didn't have results, and I hit some balls well for outs, but that's all you can do is just go up there and utilize my eyes.
Swing feels exactly the same as it did.
Pretty much.
How would you describe this team's hold on the AL East right now?
Try not to really look at it. Try and just focus on what we need to do and what we need to do to get better and continue to play well.
See, the shot says it all. He had turned his back to the Yankees game. Wasn't even paying attention. But that's how, he's the captain. That's how you've got to be right now. This team cannot for a moment get contented with the standings, because that's when bad things happen.
Yeah, no, they've got to take care of business. Even if they win this division running away, they've got to be playing good ball when it gets to playoff time.
Right, you cannot have you can't let off the throttle. You have to keep going out and winning games. So this whole thought that people are figuring out, if they go 500, the Yankees have to play 27 games above 500 the rest of the way. That may all be true, but they've still got to play good baseball until the end, like Dave said. Due to the length of today's Wrangley, and it was pretty long, Mother's Day Miracle airs tomorrow night after Sports Desk. Trailing 5-0, entering the bottom of the ninth, the Red Sox did what will be remembered as one of the most dramatic wins ever in the history of the franchise. We'll be here tomorrow night after Sports Desk for a complete half-hour replay of that memorable ninth inning as we relive the Mother's Day Miracle on Nesson.
It's the way our vehicles come together that sets us apart. Well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on a Sebring sedan for $199 a month. Chrysler, engineered beautifully.
Now there's a train that runs on your schedule. PBS Kids Sprout is now available on Kids on Demand from Time Warner Digital Cable, which means you can share the fun of your favorite Sprout shows whenever you want. Even your favorite Spanish language kids programming, too. Why not share PBS Kids Sprout today? The only network that's all preschool all the time. Now on demand.
Watch Kids on Demand on Time Warner Cable.
Okay, if a guy in southern or central Maine needs a car, and there are, say, several dealers in the area, he knows exactly what he wants and can afford. What's the fastest way he can shop for the perfect car? It's simple. It's beepbeep.com. Shop by make, model, or price on thousands of vehicles from trusted local dealerships and use free online tools.
Brought to you by Bangor Chrysler Dodge, Hogan Road in Bangor.
A long wait for this one, but worth the wait as the grounds crew got the job done. Kason Gabbard got the job done, and the Red Sox got the win. For Dave McCarty, our entire Nesson crew, I'm Tom Kerr saying thanks for for watching. Final score for the final time, 6-3. The Sox take it. Don't go away now. Charlie Moore is fishing with Jim Craig, so stay right here, right now.
Well, you go to the lake, you go to the store. I've been fishing with Charlie Moore. He's a mad fisherman of the great outdoors. He's a mad fisherman. Nice fish. He's Charlie Moore.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Charlie Moore Outdoors. I'm the Mad Fisherman. It's early, and it's the fall. That can only mean one thing. Yep, you got it right. We're going to head out and catch some saltwater bass, stripers, and I'm extremely excited to do so. Can you tell? Joining me on today's show is former NHL player as well as USA Olympic goalie, Jim Craig. Jim, great to have you aboard, buddy.
Thanks, Charlie.
I'm pumped to catch these striped bass.
I'm looking forward to it.
You're quite a fisherman. Explain to the viewers at home some of the fishing you've done in the past.
Well, I love to go striper fishing. I was fortunate to catch a white marlin this year, false albacore, bonita, so it's, I'm lucky. Yeah. You go out there enough times, you catch some things.
Yeah, I know the feeling, okay? You still got your hands in the Olympics, Jim. Talk to the viewers about that a little bit.
Yeah, I help out with Ben Smith and the women's team, also coach youth hockey programs, and it's great to give back to the kids.
We have a lot to talk about, and I want to talk to you about where I was when that whole eventful day happened in 1980, of course. I got a lot to talk about with that. But right now, the sun's coming up. So what do you say we get our baits in the water? Let's catch some stripers.
That's great.
We're on our spot. We're going to be catching some stripers on the North Shore. Jim, I'm pumped to catch these fish.
Can't wait.
We got a beautiful New England day showing us how to catch these fish and the techniques to put the big boys in the boat. It's Captain Mark, Captain Dave. Thanks for having us aboard, guys.
Pleasure.
Okay, Captain Mark, how are we going to catch these fish today?
We're going to do an old-fashioned method. It's called chunking. We're just going to anchor up in a spot with current. We're going to feed out some free bait out to the current to get the fish worked up. Then we're going to throw some bait on our hooks. They're going to come by and swallow them, and then we're going to hook them and reel them in.
Get the fish worked up. I'm getting worked up. Let's listen to you talk for crying out loud. I'm worked up now. Big ones, Captain Dave.
Absolutely. We're at the beginning of the fall run, so we're looking for fish 35 inches and over. Hopefully, we're going to be getting a 30-pounder out here today.
Enough said. Let's put the baits in the water. Let's catch some striped bass.
Charlie, go baby, go.
Oh, that's a good one. Look at this.
Oh yeah, but it's bouncing like it's a bluefish, is it?
I don't know. I'll let you know when it comes in.
I'll let you know when it comes in. What are you having for dinner? I'll let you know when I cook it.
I'll let you know when I'm done eating it. That's the best sound in the world. Right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's the second best sound. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about.
What do you think?
I think it's a striper.
That's nice, huh?
Yeah, it feels good, whatever it is, I'll tell you. Oh, yeah.
Header.
All right, double header.
Hey, whoa. This is good.
Whoa. Oh.
I got to play right off the boat.
It'd be nice if I... There.
Get some escorts out there?
I don't know. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, it's a nice one. Oh. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you, that makes me feel randy. Oh, look at this fish. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's a nice one.
That's a key.
Ah, yeah.
There you go, Charlie.
Yeah. All right. Made in America. Oh, look at this fish. Oh. Look at it. Can you see me? That's a good thing. That means it's a fat striper. Woo! Oh. Another one. Here we go. Here's his brother over here. Over there.
Look at that. This guy swam right in the boat for me. I mean,
looks like Jim.
Jim, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Jim?
Huh?
Hockey's fun, but come on.
This is great. Look at these things, huh?
I mean, come on. I know, huh?
Kissing cousins here.
Oh, boy. Spring into savings today at your local Oberschutz hardware store and save on tough, dependable Trooper landscaping tools.
Eastern. No one delivers like we do.
It's the finest institution in this area, period. I bought 5 bikes at Manchester Harley-Davidson.
I got a good deal. I know I got a good deal. There's nothing that I've needed or wanted that I haven't been able to find here.
First place and last place to check is Manchester Harley-Davidson.
Serving all of New England since 1962, Post Woodworking has been a family-owned and operated manufacturer of quality sheds. All of our sheds are delivered to your home and assembled by our own skilled craftsmen in less than 3 hours. So visit us online or call toll-free 1-866-PWI-SHED.
Who's gonna give you a better deal? If anyone can, Werner can.
It's drive-in and cruise-out time at Werner Auto. All month long, buy any new or pre-owned car at Werner Auto and get a free cruise for 2 to the Caribbean. Plus, save up to $7 grand on new GMC Envoys and Sierras, or save up to $6,500 on new GMC Yukons. Drive-in cruise at Werner Auto, going on right now on Gold Street in Manchester, or online at wernerauto.com.
If anyone could do it, Werner can.
Whoa. Yeah. Well, this is a big one. It's like you got to take a risk just to reel them.
All right. Feels rather dandy.
This is, hey, nice spot.
Twin. Over you, onto you. Yeah, come here. I don't know where we are. We'll just see how it goes.
Yeah.
Good
Whoa.
one. Oh, nice.
I almost fell in the water.
Whoa, that's a nice fish.
Moo!
Oh.
Moo!
Yeah.
That's a cow. Very nice.
Very nice.
Another one here.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Look at these babies.
Who's bigger? We're not having fun, right?
Look at this. Huh? That's beautiful, yep.
Oh. Okay, Jim, we're catching these striped bass. We're having a great time. Unfortunately, we're going to have to stop, do a little interview here.
That works.
You know what I mean? As much as we love...
We've been catching so many fish, we need a rest anyway, you know what I mean? So that's good.
Well, talk about 1980.
Well, I think the greatest thing about 1980 is that we were such underdogs in the political climate, and to play against the best players in the world, teams that the NHL All-Stars lost to, and to play in the United States and represent your country is just great. So the guys were believers in one goal, and then went out and just made it happen. And the fans were terrific. And I think if you remember most is the chant USA, USA. That started back in 1980 with that team, and it was great.
What's it like for you to go through that experience and then see the teams today? They don't have the same kind of, it's not the same feeling as it was back then. Why was that so special?
Well, I think, you know, you didn't have agents representing 20 different guys and telling them to grab a flag and tell them exactly what to say.
It wasn't scripted as much.
No, this is just really spontaneous. Our first game, very few people were in the stands, and by the end, the whole country
National TV and the whole, you know, whole thing.
Country had kind of doing it. And, and I think the accomplishment is typical of what America's all about. If you set your mind to it and you have a goal and a dream, that nobody can tell you can't do it.
Right.
And nobody could tell all 20 guys that we couldn't do it. And I think it was just a wonderful experience, and it was much more than a hockey game.
What's ironic about this show right now, and we're talking about this, was I was right here in the same harbor watching you guys have that victory on my father's boat. And the whole town had flags and signs, and you know, Mike Ruzioni was the big, you know, it was all over the place, you know what I mean? And it was, you know, it was you with the flag, and it was all over the place. And everyone, we drove through Winthrop, and they had all the streets with all the, because that's where Mike Ruzioni's from, he's from Winthrop. And we had all the stuff out like that, but truly, truly a remarkable time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great. It's one of the few times when all the people throughout the world know where they were with a very positive image. And that doesn't happen that often. You know, they think of tragedies like September 11th, or they think of the Kennedy being assassinated, or the space shuttle exploding, but they have really happy thoughts when they think of the 80 team beating the Russians and the communists. That's how it was.
Right. Well, we've had a little interview.
Yeah. Let's go fishing. Come on, Miss Piggy.
Come on now. Oh, look, he's way out there. He just come up. Look, he's up there. Stay on the surface.
You know, you don't see that too often either.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. Wow, it's maybe rolled over on the line, maybe. Look at that boat. Yeah. Right. All right. All right. Fast and Furious drivers, I'll tell you right now. Jim, are you having fun yet?
I am having fun.
Man.
More fun in a second.
Unbelievable. Well, my ship just came in. We must be going now. Hope you've enjoyed the Striper Fishing show so far. But we gotta bug out. Jim? Hold on. Oh, he's on. He's on. We have to stay here. Looks like we're gonna miss the Love Boat.
Get on this side here.
Man, we gotta show people at home. You even got the boat shoes on.
Yeah. Huh?
You got the boat, those new? Look
There
at
they go, huh?
Boat shoes. Jim Craig. I thought you were gonna wear skates. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that the truth, huh? Well, this is a fun way to fish, Mark.
Yeah, I was telling you, it's like being a little kid again.
Yeah. I'm over here now. Get away from Charlie Tuna.
Charlie Striper.
Charlie Striper.
Oh, it's a dandy.
It's a good one you got there.
Dandy. That is lovely. Oh, yeah, it is. That's a nice one.
Oh, you swim right to the camera.
Nice. Hi, I'm Charlie Moore, the Mad Fisherman. For all your home improvement needs, visit us at hardwarestore.com. Don't forget, we ship anything that you need all across the country. And to ensure that Aubuchon Hardware fixes you up, well, we've hired a little extra help to make sure we get the job done. Hey, my good man, tell me you got that package to Rhode Island. Excellent. Hammer and nails to Connecticut. All right. Hardwarestore.com. We'll fix you right up. That's good, guys. Take 5. It's a break. Good job. All right.
Meet Sluggo, the most powerful fish catching lure anywhere. Now to a fish, Sluggo's action looks like an injured bait fish. And that triggers fish into striking and holding on. Sluggo power to catch more fish. Sluggo lures, only from Lunker City.
Do you really think someone's there at Eastern Propane and Oil 24 hours a day? I'm gonna check up on that one. Oh, Mr. Moore, is there something the matter? Oh, no. Just kind of bored and can't sleep. What are you doing? Listen, when I'm up in Maine, I catch fish like no one's business. I'm on Bow Lake, I'm throwing... Stop talking about clowns. I turn the lights on in Rome. I can't What kind of beef jerky do you like? You like beef jerky? Like spinnerbait, tight to cover.
24/7, 365. You call, we'll answer. Eastern Propane and Oil, no one delivers like we do. Woo! Hey, this is Charlie Moore, the Mad Fisherman. The fish won't come to you, so get to them faster, safer, and more affordably in a Sailfish boat. Demand the difference. Visit sailfishboats.com and find out how to catch a sailfish today.
Serving all of New England since 1962, Post Woodworking has been a family-owned and operated manufacturer of quality sheds. All of our sheds are delivered to your home and assembled by our own skilled craftsmen in less than 3 hours. So visit us online or call toll-free 1-866-PWI-SHED.
And now it's time for the Mad Fisherman Tip of the Week, brought to you by Lowrance Electronics. Okay, let's talk about properly rigging your bait and the proper hook that you should use to catch these fall stripers. Mark, let's do it, baby. Show us.
All right, when we go chunk fishing, we like to use an octopus hook, and a big key is hiding the hook in the bait. You know, a good way that we do it is we run the hook through the bait, have it come out, pull the hook down, and run that point of that hook behind the skin of the bait, and then with your finger, make sure the point of that hook is exposed through the bait. That way it just digs right into the fish's jaw and you hook them solid.
That's the proper way to hook it. You also want to change your bait often. Put some fresh bait on. You don't want to lose a lunker striper. And that's the Mad Fisherman tip of the week.
I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing.
I think it's coming in, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Look
boy.
at this big.
This is a big boy. Here we go. This is a good fish right here. This is a real good fish. Now she's getting tired. That's when I make my move. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a beauty.
Oh, yeah.
That's a beauty. That's awesome. How big is that one?
All right, Charlie, you better hope your fish is bigger.
Here it comes.
Well, I tell you, it's sure making a lot of noise like it's bigger. Right on this side again. Out of your way.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's
No,
nice.
stay over there, stay over there.
Great white. Harpoon. Get the harpoon out.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. Throw another barrel in it.
Look at that.
Nice.
Oh,